Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers! For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City. FA Cup Final. 144th to be precise. The 144th FA Cup Final for Manchester City, and well, not for us, forever. This is our 14th actually, of which we've won 7 of them, so 50% of our FA Cup finals we've actually won. This is Crystal Palace's 3rd FA Cup final, and they've never won it, so they're hoping for third time lucky. Have we won 7? Have we won? I think we've won 6, and we could win 7, or we could win 8. I'm not sure what it actually is. I need to get that right actually, but I do think we are the favourites going into this one. But I'm worried, man. The lineup. I love it and I hate it. I hate it and I love it. I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. And I'm sure it's baffled a few of you in the chat. Make sure you're smashing that like button if you've just tuned in to Typical City, everybody. And I appreciate it if you do. But the lineup, people, the lineup, man. That's the sort of lineup you play when you're 4-0 down, really. It's like, oh, maybe 3-0. 3-0, throw them on. Throw them up front. See what happens. It's 0-0. The game's not starting and he's playing with this like absolute gung-ho, throwing the kitchen sink at Crystal Palace. I mean, what do you do, really? What do you say in this situation? Because it's like, well, if they score first, all the players that you would throw on, they're there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So if we go 1-0 down, nothing changes. Because it's like, we're still throwing the fucking kitchen sink at them, aren't we? Like, do you know what I mean? We're still going to be like, boom, throw everything we've possibly got at Crystal Palace. If we score first, though, hopefully we then go for the jugular, like, you know, stamp on their neck a little bit and kick them when they're down, try and get a second goal quickly if we can. We saw the impact of an early goal in the semi-final against Forest. Rico Lewis within the first minute, wasn't it? First couple of minutes, if memory serves me. And the difference it made in the whole feel of the game, it was only really in the second half where we weathered a mini storm from Nottingham Forest where Gibbs White left foot volley smashed off the bar. Other than that, it wasn't much of an uncomfortable afternoon for City in that semi-final, but that's the wonders of an early goal, in particular at this stadium at Wembley, because it just settles the nerves and it does demoralises the opposition. United, you know, Gundogan, the volley for the treble-winning season, the difference it makes. You know, you get that goal early, bang. It just settles everything down. And I think Pep knows that, and I think that's why he's doing this with the team. But it's like, what are we doing in terms of defence? You know, I'm not sure what he's actually going to be doing here, but crazy from Pep. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button if you've just tuned in. Let's say hi to everybody. Where's the freaking chat gone now? Hang on a minute. There we go. Murlag was in here nice and early, mate. Good to see you. Oh, shit. I've not actually put the thing up. I knew I hadn't done something. You know when you sat around thinking, there's something I've not done. I'll fix that now. I'm going to get the chat on the screen for you. I've had a beer. Yeah, so, no, I've only had the one. Half of one, actually. But that's all it takes. That's all it takes for me. And everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong when I'm sober, to be honest. So you put beer inside me. Everything goes tits up. Everything. Murloc, it's gone, mate. I can't go further to the top now. Sorry, mate. I saw you in here. You were the first one, mate. It's all the chat's gone because I changed it to live rather than the full list. But anyway, good to see you, everybody. Shampoo out, someone says. Shampoo. I can't believe that's taken on, man. Bloody shampoo. And no, he should be staying in. 100% staying in. Pep Guardiola in. SRP, good to see you, mate. Come on, Blues. Messi Magic with a Doku face, and we need him today, mate. Well, we need all of them, really. We need all of them. Minimi, greeting everyone. Come on, you Blues. Claudio Echeverri, who's on the bench today. If that's the real Claudio Echeverri, because we've had Stefan Ortega in here before, haven't we? Now we've got Claudio Echeverri chilling on his phone on the bench for Manchester City today. I hope you pop up with a goal. And you've said it yourself. I didn't even read what you said. I just read your name and thought, that must be Claudio Echeverri. And he is saying, sitting on the bench, passing the time, mate. So, yeah, I'm sure that's you. Richard, go on, City. Good to see you, Richard, mate. And Timmy, aggressive lineup. I know, mate. We need to be talking about that as soon as possible. I watch video, mate. Good to see it. Mando, Mullet Daddy, crazy Mullet Daddy's in the house with a crazy aggressive lineup, mate. It is, man. FSFW, hello to you, mate. Floris, hi, how are you doing? Sub to Typical City, big up to you, mate. How are you? MCFC, okay, good to see you. Naito Soko, 3 minutes. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe till I go live, I'm not sure, but good to see you. Replacement for Rodri. Botox as well, good to see you. Replacement for Rodri. I don't think we need one yet, but Cover is not playing, by the way, and this is not some sort of bogus attempt at a joke where we carry on for a really long-winded joke that was, 4 watch-alongs ago, where I made a mistake, and nobody seems to be able to let it go. Everyone seems to be clinging on to that, and at the idea that I'm a complete moron. So have at it. But he's not actually playing today. Maybe Pep watched it and thought, that's not a bad idea, Johnny. That's not a bad idea, mate. Let's make him invisible. Let's stick him into no man's land. Let's not even put him on the bloody bench. You know, what are we going to do if Palace hit us on the break today? What are we going to do? You know, defensively, I'm thinking Akanji might be in the middle. You know, I really think he might be in midfield, but we'll see. Isa, how are you doing? No CDM, mate. Yeah, we know what happened in the Champions League final when he did that against Chelsea, don't we? That's my concern with this team. That's my concern. I love it going forward, by the way. There's too much negativity coming out. It's coming out of my pores. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be too negative going into this, because I actually think the lineup's got a lot to like about it in terms of, like, we've been crying out for Marmoush and Haaland. We could see a 4-4-2, effectively. We could see Marmoush and Haaland up together with De Bruyne and Silva in the middle. We could see Savinho on the right, Doku on the left. What that means for we could see Nico O'Reilly in midfield, by the way. We could see that, and we could genuinely just see a flat back 3 possibility with Akanji, Diaz and Vardiol as the back 3, and then Nico O'Reilly in front of them, possibly, with Bernardo Silva probably being the closest one to him and De Bruyne getting a bit further forward. You could just see a flat back 4 of Nico O'Reilly, Vardiol, Diaz and Akanji. And then in front of them, who's the defensive midfielder in that situation, though? Akanji's probably going to invert. But then you're going to have to ask Ruben Diaz to be the right-sided centre-back in that system, because you've got Vardiol and Nico O'Reilly, 2 left-footed defenders, that when Akanji leaves that back 4, leaving behind him a back 3 that contains Diaz, Vardiol and Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly, point 1, is not going to be... He's not an out-and-out defender, so putting him in a back 3 doesn't fill me with confidence. And secondly, you don't want Ruben Diaz having to go out wide, looking after Eze. He's going to have to therefore look after. If Akanji's coming out of that back 4, Diaz has got an awful job today of looking after Eberechi Eze when he comes forward, and that scares the life out of me. So I think that it could just be a flat back 4 that don't go forward, and everyone else, you go forward. It's like there's no midfield almost, with Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva being that component between attack and defence to link them up, with very little thought processes of a midfield defensive player, you know, a defensively minded midfielder. There is none. So De Bruyne and Silva are going to be the 2 players that could potentially link up the front 4 and the back 4. And we could just have a 4-2-4 sort of system with Haaland and Marmoush, with Savinho further and Doku further out wide of them 2. And then De Bruyne and Silva just trying to run the show in the middle. They've got to get past Adam Wharton and Kamada of Crystal Palace. And then if anything comes at us the other way, with Crystal Palace coming forward, they've got to get past a flat back 4 that's not really getting forward as much. If that's the tactic, I'm okay with that, because that means at least we're thinking about the other end of the bloody pitch. Because on paper, these players, this personnel, screams, I don't give a shit how many we concede today. We're winning this game 5-4 or 6-5 or 7-6, whatever it may be. We're winning this game. That's Pep's approach, but it's risky. It's risky. It really is. I'm shitting myself, man. I really am. Yeah, so no CDM to cut a long story short, mate. Yeah. Come on, mate. I hope he does some magic today as well, because it's his day. This is the day, isn't it? Where I think Pep Guardiola's pre-match motivational speech to the players is going to be, do it for this man. Do it for this man. And so many of them will. I heard a Marmouche interview recently, who's been here for, 10 minutes? He's barely been here for long enough. And he was showing the utmost respect to Kevin De Bruyne. Was Marmouche saying we're doing it for him, and he barely knows the guy. So if he's doing it for him, just think of the likes of Bernardo Silva, who may be here next season. Obviously, Haaland has become very close with Kevin De Bruyne, especially on the pitch in the recent 2 seasons, and all the other players as well. And Pep, everyone has the utmost respect for Kevin De Bruyne. But does anyone sort of like feel a bit like the fairy tale story might happen today? 3rd time lucky for Crystal Palace. I've heard it, Palace fans being interviewed before the game in the pre-match build-up, and they are confident, man. They feel like this is it. This is their day. And have we got bigger fish to fry? We may say we've got equally sized fish to fry. There is a plate of salmon, and they're all the same size. None of them are bigger than the other. There's 2 pieces of fish. One is the FA Cup and one is the Champions League. They are the same size, is what people could say. Whether one's bigger than the other, yeah, I don't know. Champions League for me, long term, yes. But today it's all about the FA Cup. So the idea of not getting into the Champions League would be absolutely devastating. But winning an FA Cup is the sort of feeling that you can just like point at the end of the season. You just go, there we go, we won that. You know, a terrible season, yet we're still picking up silverware, which changes the feeling as well going into these next 2 games as well. So we need to think about momentum as well, because we're now taking that 0-0 that we had against Southampton, which was a real like blow, man. I felt like it was such a disheartening match to watch, considering it was Southampton. Look at that guy, he's having a little mini bag of Haribos there. Anyway, they're the sort of Haribos my lad brings home from school when it's someone's birthday. Proper shit amount of Haribos, just like you get 4 in them. Like Haribo are doing us over there. They're absolutely doing us over with those sized bag sweets. Absolute joke. But the Palace side is hardly surprising. The big difference, and something I wanted to talk about, was getting excited about the previous game. The fact that we beat Palace 5-2 in the previous game, having gone 2-0 down, it was like, yeah, City know what they're doing. They came back, very assured performance, in particular in that second half when we just wiped the floor with Palace. But don't forget how close we were to going 3-0 down. And also, don't forget, Mark Gay wasn't playing in that game. He wasn't playing, and he is the best of the 3 centre-backs that they have available to them. And he is available today. So they were a little bit loose. I thought they were a bit open at the back, and that assured player of Mark Gay playing at the back, for me, I think he will make a difference today. It will be not as easy for City to get as many goals as we certainly did at the Etihad. And look at the Palace fans now. There's like the cameras just can't get off them, waving their flags. And the City fans, who will be there, of course they will be there, but it just feels like we're turning up like... Do you know what I mean? We've been here so many times before. Like, isn't this our 29th visit in Pep Guardiola's era? And that's Pep's era. Since we've been taken over with the money bags, do you know what I mean? There's been so many visits to Wembley, like you can't count. I'm sure someone can count. There can't be that, incalculable amount of times we've been to Wembley. But we've definitely been there a ridiculous amount of times compared to Crystal Palace, who are very much going to be making the most of this day. And when you turn up and you make that atmosphere, it's hard to play against. And it's when you've got that on your side, which Crystal Palace have today, you have the wind behind you. You know what I mean? You feel like you're playing downhill, and we might feel like we're playing uphill a little bit today. And yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, this game. But there's so much quality in our side. We can't forget the quality in our side that's been a little bit underwhelming this season, but we're undefeated in 10 games going into this game. I still believe we should get this done today. It's going to be so difficult, and I hope it gets done in the 90 minutes as well, because the missus is going out later as well, so we need to sort that out in 90 minutes. So yeah, otherwise she's going to be like, there's no one's going to be looking after the kids, basically. She's just going to go out and leave the kids just roaming around the house. But anyway, How's everyone doing as well? The Etihad of the South. That's absolutely right, Mullet Daddy. 100%. How many? What are you on, mate? Time for wine. There's some wine downstairs. I'm on the old brew dog, actually. So I might pop another one. Ortega's playing as well. Yeah, Ortega as well. That's a big thing. That's his third FA Cup final in the row. Mr. FA Cup. He seems to play in all the FA Cup games. But there you go. Now yes, loads of City flags. The way the cameraman was making this stadium look was like we weren't even there. You know what I mean? It was just pure, like, just look at the Palace fans. Oh, look at the Palace fans. Look at the Palace fans. And now they've actually bothered to look at the City fans. There's fucking loads of them. Look at them. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing for all the City fans there, man. Big up to every City fan. They're waving their flags right now, man. Lucky. My dad's one of them. He'll be there. Big up to my dad. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, Ortega between the sticks today as well. And we've got to take this into the Premier League now as well. As much as it's like, yes, winning a piece of silverware is the end game today. That's the reason we're here, is to pick up a trophy. At the end of the day, I'm still very much like thinking about Champions League and getting into those top 5 spots, because it sounds like Wirtz is a possibility. I still think it's like, I think we're being played by German media. I still think he actually wants to go to Bayern Munich. And my bet would be on the Wirtz saga would be the interest being shown by the English clubs is being put out there into the public domain to twist the arm of Bayern Munich and say, look, if you're not going to pay, there is plenty of suitors out there that will pay. And eventually Bayern Munich will go, right, okay, we better stump it up. But I mean, if rumours are to be believed, they're expecting 150 million. That's the price tag for Bayern Munich. And it's a cheaper price for everyone else, which I totally understand, by the way. Because I mean, if you're Bayer Leverkusen or Eintracht Frankfurt or Borussia Dortmund or whoever it may be, you got to be sick to death of Bayern Munich just like dominating the division, and then just like, all right, who's the best player in the league this year or last year? We'll buy them. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't feel very good, does it? Like, I don't. The whole feel. Excuse me. The whole feel around the Bundesliga, it takes the shine off it a little bit, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, if Wirtz comes to City, though, it would be unbelievable. But we've got to get Champions League football, so you're now looking into the next game on Tuesday night against Bournemouth. With the sides last night, Chelsea and Villa both winning, I thought there might be something. I thought United might be able to nick a draw or something at Stamford Bridge, and that really opens it up for us. That's all we really needed. It keeps us in the top 5, and that gives us that would have given us the ability to drop more points. We can still drop points technically and blag our way through this by drawing one and winning one. We will get through if we do that. So we can draw points. If we beat Bournemouth, we can just blag our way on the last day of the season and just do not lose to Fulham on the last day of the season, and we've done it. We're into the top 5. But I was so thinking we could get into like second, looking at Arsenal and the fact that Arsenal play Newcastle as well tomorrow. That's going to be a huge game. Someone's losing, and Chelsea play Forest on the last game of the season as well. So there's someone's dropping points there as well. Let me just turn this TV down a little bit because it's getting a bit bright. But yeah, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button if you've just tuned in, and subscribe if you're new. If you're interested in becoming a member, the link is in the description above, and it'll help support the channel even further. But yeah, I'm Ethan, mate. Johnny's still absolutely shitting it at the prospect at this horrific game against Palace. Yeah, I'm nervous, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous, man. Not happy with Ortega in goal. Yeah, I mean, distribution is hopefully not going to get called into question too much today, with the idea of, shot stopping probably will. And I even saying that, you've seen, if you've tuned into the channel more than once, I'm sure you've probably already seen that video of the goalkeeping comparisons of our targets as well as Ortega and Ederson. I couldn't believe it, man. When I was making the video, I couldn't believe like how good Ederson's numbers actually were. Because, you know, going off the eye test, which is what most of us do, until we go and actually do our homework, which is what I do. I went and just like studied the statistics behind the goalkeeping positions. I was blown away by the fact that Ederson actually is one of the best goalkeepers around at the minute, and we're letting him go, and he's only just reached into his 30s. There's still 2 or 3 years left of top peak quality, maybe more, of Ederson. But the fact that we've not signed him up to a contract yet makes me concerned that he's probably on his way out, and City need to go and get themselves a new goalkeeper at summer. But Ortega's done good jobs for us. You know, that video exposed Ortega, that his shot stopping ability, and I think because I actually made a video in the season, mid-season around Christmas, around swapping Ortega, playing Ortega, and how we should play Ortega ahead of Ederson, because on the eye test, he's a better shot stopper. And at the time, I went and statistically reviewed that, and he was the better shot stopper. Since then, Pep obviously tunes into typical City, of course he does, and he tuned in and watched the video and went, Jonny, you know what? I'll give it a go. And he started to play Ortega. Obviously he didn't, but he did start to play Ortega. Then Ortega's numbers started to drop as a result of that, and actually being tested. You know, and since he's been in the side, getting more minutes, getting more shots against him, the numbers have come down for Ederson quite a bit, to the point, for Ortega, to the point where it's gone below Ederson's numbers. So Ederson still is the number one for me, and Ortega in goal, I think it's a bit of a sentimentality decision from Pep Guardiola, because he's been the FA Cup goalkeeper, and I get it, because I think it's a bit of man management from Pep Guardiola, because the idea of giving Ortega the number one spot for a particular competition until the final makes no sense. So if you're giving it Ortega throughout the tournament, and then say, right, we're at the final now, sorry Ortega, we're not going to use you for this, we're going to use Ederson instead. You can't do that to a professional footballer. You wouldn't just lose respect from Ortega, you'd lose respect from the others in the dressing room, because it's like, if he's treating them like that, he'll start treating me like that one day. You know, you will lose the dressing room doing things like that. And Pep's, you know, he knows what he's doing, Pep. So, anyway, got a Palace fan in the house. Oh, God. Anyway, hope you're all right, mate. Hope you're all right. I hope you fucking lose, but I hope you're all right. Not good, Andy. Not good, actually. That's why I felt like I needed a beer today, because I'm nervous, mate. I'm nervous, man. I am nervous. Paul, KDB has to perform. Marmoush and Doku not good enough. Yeah, they all need to up their game. I think Doku in recent weeks has actually been pretty good, Paul, to be honest. And he's coming in and out. He's been really impactful as a substitute in recent times. Away at Everton, although he didn't score or assist, he came on and changed the game. It was Kovacic who came on and scored. I'm sure there was a game after that where he came on. Wolves, if I remember rightly, wasn't it Wolves, where Mateus Nunes got the last-minute winner? And it was a Doku brilliant assist going down the left, and the ball across to Nunes at the back post was brilliant. So I think Doku has been pretty good lately. But nah, man, like I'm worried about the lack of defensive midfielders in there. I really am. I hope not, mate. I hope not. I love penalty shootouts when we're not participating. If we're involved, I fucking hate them. I hate them. But if I'm just sat watching someone else sweating over their penalty shootout, I love it, man. Absolutely love a penalty shootout, unless I'm taking part. I haven't made my mind up yet, Nag. I do like... Have you seen the socks, by the way? Because I think most people have just seen the top. They've gone dark blue socks. Why have they gone dark blue socks? Why aren't the socks sky blue? I like the top. I do like the stripe across. I would like a little bit more. I'm being a bit like picky here, but like I would like a little bit more of a whoosh going across. It's a little bit static with a bit of a break there, isn't there? And it's sort of like broken a little bit like that. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd rather it be bigger and like more like spray painty, if that makes sense. Like, I'm being real arsey here, being proper picky about it. But I do like it. I think it's much better than this season's kit. Because I don't like it when we have the navy blue collar. This is obviously 1988, this kit. The year I was born, this kit. But, yeah, the kit's nice. I'd give it a solid... I'd give the whole kit a 7 out of 10. And I'd give the top an 8 out of 10. I still think one of my favourite kits ever was the 2012 Aguero kit season, you know, the when we first won the Premier League. That's one of my favourite kits ever, and it's not just because we won the league. I just love the kit, man. It was so nice. Such a good kit. I was a big fan of that. I think we've got an all-black third kit, I think it is next season. I'm not sure it's the away kit, but I think we've got an all-black kit. That's my cup of tea. I do like the look of that. That's going to look good, man. Yeah, dark blue socks, mate. I'm pretty sure. Because I was planning on buying the full kit and sitting here like a full kit wanker for every single watch along with my shin pads on, my boots, and everything. I used to go to the games in my full kit when I was like 6, and it was hot enough. Obviously, in winter, I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking freezing my bollocks off, mate. I said those words as well when I was 6. Freezing my bollocks off is exactly the words I said when I was 6 years old. But wearing a full kit just because my dad said you might get on today, son. I mean, Alan Ball was one of the many managers we had. Brian Horton. I went to school with his son, by the way. Brian Horton. Matt Horton was the lad I went to school with. Decent lad. But yeah, many managers that we saw that my dad claimed that they know of my ability. They're aware of you, son. They're aware of you. They know you're there. They're in the stands, and if you needed, you might get an opportunity to come onto the pitch today. And I was like, really, Dad? Really? Right. I put my socks up, my shin pads on. Fucking come on, man. I'm getting on the pitch today. So consistently disappointed. In all honesty, 0 minutes is my Manchester City career. 0 minutes, unfortunately. I have been on the pitch at Main Road, but that was pure hooliganism as a pitch invader on the last day at Main Road, as well as another pitch invasion when we got to the final to face Gillingham. But yeah, players are on the way out. Come on, City! Shit, now I'm so nervous, man. So nervous. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Shanty, mate, what are you doing to me, Shanty? Shanty! What are you doing to me, Shanty? Can't believe it, man. Big up to you, Ryan. How you doing? And Ralph as well. Cover is injured. Yeah, Pep has suggested that he's not 100% fit. So he's not risked him, but he's not even on the bench either. In fact, the bench does contain Claudio Echeverri. So for me, I think this team, the plan is to go 8-0 up by half-time with that starting 11. I think that's the plan. And then bring them all off and bring Nico Gonzalez on and Husanov on, who's on the bench as well. So the whole shampoo thing seems to have been, Pep seems to have, like, you know, water under the bridge. Abdou Kadir, water under the bridge, mate. Don't ever call me shampoo ever again, or I swear to God, Abdou Kadir Husanov, I will take you to the cleaners. I will send you back to Uzbekistan, mate. If you ever call me shampoo again. There's no way that's true, by the way. I love the idea of it, though. The concept of it is hilarious. But he's on the bench today, so I'm excited. I'm excited at the possibility of seeing him in a situation where we may need him, especially if it's like 1-0 or something as well. That would be. I love how delicate the handshakes are with the old prince. I'd just be like, give us a fist bump. My guy. What you saying, bro? What you saying? One of the really good ones where they make a good, that one, you know, where you get a really good noise. I love that game, by the way, where you just like, you're doing it with anybody. I do it with my son all the time. We sit there for like 10 minutes just like trying to get, that's a good one. You know, and just get it's easy to do it with your own hands, but doing it with someone else, there's just that like symmetry. It's such a satisfying feeling when you get it done. Getting old, man. I swear I've got like hair growing out my ears now. Do you know what I mean? Like getting fucking old, man. I felt like a little waft of something then. I don't think you can see it because the camera's not high detailed. I think you would need some sort of space camera that can see to the moon to actually see it. But still. Oh, no, they are as well a bit, aren't they? It's hot, mate. It's hot. And I've got to shut the door because the missus and the kids are going to be back soon. So I can't have children running around in here. So I've had to shut the door. The fan's on. I've taken my shoes off. It's the best I can do. It's going to get hot. Plus the sun's belting down. There's a window over there. And it's going to be belting it down, mate. Anyway, William, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Johnny's ears are red. Manchester is blue. Let's win this game and smash Bournemouth 2. Anyway, City, please don't ruin my weekend. You poet, William. You absolute poet. Oh, that's been happening for a while. I yank them. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely yank them. And you're meant to get a nose shaver. I've become immune to the pain. This is the most disgusting, horrific insight into my awful habits. They don't need to be publicised. None of this shit needs to be spoken about in public on a live stream. What are you doing to me, Christine? I mean, I'm the one who brought up the ear hair, but you took it to an area. Ears are not as offensive as noses. Ears are like, nah. Ears. Nose is like, no one wants to go there, man. No one wants to go in there, man. But I do. I just go, oof, and then flick it at the missus. No, I'm joking. Right, I'm taking my socks off because I'm hot, man. I'm hot. 6-0. Come on, Douglas. Come on, people, hit that like button. Smash the old like buttons. Team's about to... it's taken ages. They've been on the pitch for ages, but they got to do the old royal family handshake and national anthem. Exchanging of the club emblems on those little flags. That referee looks serious, man, doesn't he? He's got one of them faces that's like... Oh, Bam Bam. You're killing me, man. I haven't given it. I'm going to go... 2-1. And we go 2-0 up. Palace get a goal in the second half. Make us shit the bed. And then we bring on Hassanov, who clears one off the line at some point when it's 2-1 and we win the game. That's my prediction, man. I'd love that, by the way, Gramsci. 6-0. I would love it, mate. I would absolutely Kevin Keegan it if we managed to bag 6-0. It would hurt some feelings, that would. It would really hurt some feelings if City... I mean, I can't... Who's... against us? Brighton are probably supporting us today. Brighton don't really like Palace. They're not that close either. One's on the south coast. What is the beef with... I don't actually know what the beef is with Palace and Brighton, but they fucking hate each other, don't they? But what's the beef? Because it's not really geographical. Geographical? Geographical. What was the word I couldn't say the other day? What was the word? What was it? I couldn't say the plural of a word. What was the word? What was it, people? Come on. Game's about to get underway. People can't remember, man. That was it. Curses. Curses. Yeah. Why couldn't it's so stupid, man? My brain goes, man, and genuinely just like... I have these moments where I'm like, oh, you know what? That guy sounds like... You know, he knows what he's talking about, that guy. And then the next sentence, you're like, the fuck is wrong with that guy? Do you know what I mean? Like, I really am that guy, man. Like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. He seems a smart guy. And then the next minute, fucking idiot. What a moron. Why have I listened to him? That's me, in a nutshell. Peaks and troughs. Highs and lows. Right, come on, kick off already. Jesus. We're off. Eze's kicked us off. Thank you very much. Jesus. That was it. Curses. Good to see you, Karen. Come on, City. Oh, we've won the ball back now. What's going on here? Oh, we had an early break there, but the referee's blown up for something. I missed it. Vardiol's already down, holding his face. Completely missed. There's been so much action in the space of about 30 seconds. And I missed all of it because I was turning the clock on. Oh, you're right as well. Good spot. Well, I've lost it now. Good spot, Curtis. It's very bright, isn't it? I can't really see what's going on because the contrast of the shadow here. I'm watching it on ITV. Is anyone else watching it on BBC? Maybe the camera's a bit better on BBC. Ball fired in from Nico O'Reilly, looking for an early start from Haaland and Marmoush. Let's get this system sorted out first because it's crazy. And we all want to know what we're doing here with this. That's a foul, referee. Yeah, there you go. Mark Gay commits a foul on Marmoush. So far, it kind of looks like what we expected, really, with what I've done there. With the old, it looks like a bit of a 4-2-3-1. Marmoush behind Haaland, which I'm okay with. That suits his game. But I'm really glad to see Haaland and Marmoush playing together because I think we would have beaten Southampton if Pep went with that. Well, at least started those two players. Because Marmoush's impact, he came on, smashed the bar, ran down the left wing in the space of 10 minutes. He was causing chaos against Southampton. Whereas Haaland had one of his typical and quite predictable performances when it's just a low block versus Haaland. It's very simple sometimes to defend against. And it's up to the guys behind him to make it not so simple, you know. Get in behind them somehow. But Palace are going to probably look at what Southampton did against this Manchester City side last week and hope to do the same. But now Marmoush is on the pitch, so you're hoping his presence can sort of pull a couple of the Palace defenders out of that shape. I think that's the intention of him being on the pitch. Still remain close to Haaland and try and play off him, potentially. A little 1-2 here and there. But ultimately, it's a case of occupying those defenders with more than just Haaland. And I think that's not a bad idea. I think that's quite a good idea, in all honesty. And I think a lot of City fans would be happy to see this turn into an FA Cup win as a result of the players that Pep's picked. Nico O'Reilly. Vardiol. So what's going on there? There's someone missing from the back four. Nico O'Reilly's come forward. It's actually him that's inverting. So, not really inverting, but he's coming forward a little bit. So what I was describing before the game with Akanji coming forward as a problem, of course, yeah, Nico O'Reilly, he's the one who's actually pushing up and getting tucked in a little bit. So you can see Bernardo Silva, he's edged a little bit to the right. It almost becomes like a 3-3-3-1 system. With Akanji, Diaz and Vardiol, the back three. Then the next three is De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and Nico O'Reilly. Then the next three is Doku, Savinho and Marmoush. And then up top on his own is Haaland. That will change when we lose the ball, of course. But it looks like a bit of quite a 3-3-3-3 sort of system. Savinho looking to go down the line. Had it taken off him by Mark Gay, who goes long, immediately looking for the counter-attack. And Mateta is going to be key today. Ruben Diaz and Vardiol today, they've got to be big, physical, big performance we need from them two today because they're going to get, well, potentially bullied if they let it happen against Jean-Philippe Mateta. Ooh, De Bruyne with a shit ball. And then Akanji's given a foul away, which, to be honest, is a yellow card. And I'm surprised Akanji's gotten away with that. I think because it's so early. But Kevin De Bruyne, this trophy's for you, mate, supposedly. We need you to not be playing passes like that, if you don't mind, because that was an absolute crazy ball across the midfield. And luckily, Akanji just brought down Eze, and I'd be screaming for a yellow if I was a Palace fan. Getting Akanji on a yellow card within 5 minutes of the game. He had to make that tackle as well, because if Eze he was gone if Akanji didn't make that tackle. It's going to be interesting to see what Akanji's performance is like today as well, because he's not really had too much to do in recent weeks. He played the game against Southampton, and before that he came on as a substitute appearance here and there. That's about it. Oh, Clara, good to see you. I've gone 2-1 to City. 2-0 up, and we concede a goal in the second half and we all shit ourselves, but then we do all right in the end. Go on. De Bruyne nearly tried to find Savinho. He's got it back though. First time cross from Haaland! Oh, he's saved by Henderson. De Bruyne's first time cross met by Haaland. Not quite as athletic as that Borussia Dortmund goal, but it's of the same sort of technique where he just throws himself in the air. Legs up in the air. There's limbs everywhere. It looks like Haaland's he looks like a spider. He's only got 4 possible limbs. 2 arms and 2 legs. But I swear to God, it looks like he's got 8 when he leaps in the air like that. And he gets his left foot on it, guides it towards goal, and Henderson saves it. Corner ball to City. Shit. Come on, City. Fucking hell, man. De Bruyne to take it. Well, it's going straight into the hands of the keeper, isn't it? Oh, it's cleared. Ball in. Fucking cleared. Fucking cleared. Come on, City. And what my knees are already shaking. The whole stream's going to be just having a little wobble to it. If anyone's wondering, like, why is my phone broken or something? No, it's my knees. It's probably shaking the camera a little bit. You know when you go to like a football stadium and that's a terrible ball from Nico O'Reilly. That's a corner ball. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Stupid goalkeeping from Henderson. Terrible cross from Nico O'Reilly. Massively overhit. And Henderson caught it but carried on falling backwards and then lands over the goal line for a corner ball. I'll take that. I'll take that. It is restless leg syndrome. I get it every now and again. That's like when at night though. I've had it after football when you've got adrenaline. When I've played football and then you go straight to bed after it. Savinho with the ball in. It's not a bad one as well. The whip on that was not a bad ball, but again, cleared. Savinho into Marmoush, takes it into his stride, fires it across. Not a bad start this from City, but we've got to make it count. De Bruyne has won it back, whips it across. Again, a ball that's just needs to be better. Needs to be better from De Bruyne. But I tell you what, the first time cross a couple of minutes ago to Haaland was on the money. 8 minutes gone. I thought Ruben Diaz was thinking about a 40-yard screamer. We were 1-0 up in the semi-final by this point against Nottingham Forest, weren't we? Richards wins the header looking to Doku. Munoz and Kamada link up, sends one down the line for Matata. This is where we've got to be strong, and Akanji is. Good from Manuel. Going to be burping all stream. Vardiol. You can see the intention from Palace though. As soon as there was an opportunity to get players like down the outside channels, this time it was Mateta. Feed him. And you've got to be switched on at the back. Diaz, Akanji and Vardiol. Probably our 3, Ake and Stones. Yeah, I'd still say these 3 are probably our best ball-winning defenders. They love a physical battle, these 3. I think Ake and Stones, they're not bad at it by any stretch of the imagination. I just think those 2 are a little bit better on the ball compared to these 3 in terms of tackling ability as well. So those 3 have just got to stay at the back, nice and strong. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 situation at times with Eze, Mateta and Ismaili Sarr. And they've got to be strong, man. If those 3 are solid today, I think we win this game. And you just hope there's enough talent up front from the players that Pep's thrown up there. And they're coming forward though, Palace. This is where you got to be strong. And Kevin De Bruyne was nice and strong. Nice and strong from Kevin De Bruyne. And he's put someone on his arse. There's a Palace player gone down thanks to a barnstorming tackle from Kevin De Bruyne, which is not something you often see. But a slide tackle has upended a Palace player. He's put him down. Nico O'Reilly's down this left-hand side with Munoz being worn as a backpack. And Doku looks to skip past Kamada. Vardiol. O'Reilly. Back to Vardiol. Whoever it was who got snapped by De Bruyne is absolutely fine now. I think it was Sarr. Being a bit of a shithouse. Another corner. Another corner. Come on, City. We're doing all right. I think you're right. We are doing okay. We're doing all right. But you got to make it count. These moments like this, spells in a cup final, when you start to dominate, you better put it in the back of the net because you might have to weather a storm the other way at some point. We did that against Forest, if you remember. We dominated the first half. We went 2-0 up. And, well, it was the second goal was in the second half, wasn't it, eventually? But, yeah, we dominated and scored when we needed to. Ball in. Vardiol! And it's saved by Henderson. Cleared by Kamada. Palace on the ropes a little bit. Oh, Pep Guardiola with a delicious, delicious touch. Shampoo. Control there from Pep. He's plucked it right out of the edge. Like, saw it coming. Like, outside of the white trainer. Cool as you like from Pep Guardiola. I need to stop going on about that now. There's something about when a manager gets involved. You know, when a manager starts playing a bit of football on the side, it's like, ooh, ooh, what's going on? Oh, that's wild. Remember, Carlo Ancelotti did some good stuff. Pretty sure. Remember when Louis van Gaal just like fell on the floor? That was his contribution. I'm sure we've seen it at City. Mark Hughes, he used to pluck it out of the air. I remember being at the Etihad many times and seeing the ball going over to Mark Hughes. I swear he'd run down by the corner flag, Mark Hughes. He loved getting involved. He'd be like, okay, out the fucking way. He'd run on the pitch and bring it down on his chest and lay it off. Palace have gone long. Good. Strong at the back. Lovely little flick there by De Bruyne. Marmoush is sprinting towards Palace. Lays it out to Savinho. Chops it onto his left foot. Deflected. Cross is going over. It's flicked on. Doku's going to pick that up, or is he going to let it run out for a corner? No. He keeps it alive. Going one-on-one with Munoz. Goes back to Bernardo Silva, who whips in a ball to the back post, and Savinho nods it out for a goal kick and should have done better, to be honest. Has he got a corner out of it? I think he might have done, you know. How many corners have we had here already? My ears are going, I can feel them. I think Mitchell gave the game away there. I don't think the referee knew whether it was a corner or not, but Mitchell just stayed in the 6-yard box and his body language suggested I need to get ready to defend this corner. Made the mind up for the referee. Flicked on and it's onto the fucking roof of the net from Manuel Akanji. That's 2 corners in a row that have been on the money from Savinho. Good delivery. The bend on it is really good. That's what she said. That's probably not what she said though. But still. Can be good. The band can be good sometimes. Iptris is not a fan. He's not a fan. "15 minutes in. And I agree, Clara. I expected a lot more from Crystal Palace, but I tell you what, there's going to be a moment that comes, and it might come out of nowhere, where we've just do all of this, we dominate for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes. There will be a moment where Palace get forward, and you've got to make sure we defend nice and solid, keep it simple. Ball over the top from Savinho is way over hit. And that plays into the hands of Iptris, who is not a fan of Savinho, who just absolutely backs that up by booting it out for a goal kick. And big up to you, professional idiot. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much for the incredibly kind donation. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. 5 gifted membership. Bam Bam gets one. JRX, Raisin, William, and Thomas. Enjoy it. You get some emojis. You get some City player emojis. You even get my stupid face. No refunds. Well, it would be a professional idiot who would be getting the money back, actually. So, and here we go. There's this moment, Clara. This is the moment I was talking about right now. Munoz coming forward. Whips it across. It's 1-0 to Palace. There you go. That's the moment. That's literally the moment I was talking about right there. That is literally the moment I was talking about. Dominating. All it takes is one moment. They've gone up the other end for the first time in the whole game, and it's 1-0 Crystal Palace. Fucking hell, man. There you go. This is it. I hate being right. Fuck's sake, City. It's that first duel. It's that first duel with Vardiol. He's got to win it. He's got to win it with Mateta, and then he backs off him and he lets Mateta turn. Once he does that, we're in trouble. Ball whipped across. Eze wins the cross. And yeah, it's just, you're not winning your duels. If you don't win your duels against Mateta, it gives Palace an out. They come out and they get the goal. The second they come forward, they score. Man. I can't believe it, man. Well, I can. It's just frustrating because you just... It was predictable. That's the thing. That's why I said it before it happened. And Haaland's body language there was just like dejected. You know. But still plenty of time to go. But I mean, I feel like that's... My fear was... People are saying, well, we went 2-0 down against Palace at the Etihad. Why not turn it around? It's going to be different, man. It's a different feeling, Wembley. You just have so much more fight. They will as well. The Etihad, 2-0 up. They nearly went 3-0 up, don't forget, with an offside goal. It could have been game over at the Etihad. So this is just playing straight into the hands of Crystal Palace now, going 1-0 down. And it's like, whoa, what do? You don't change anything. Because you now need a goal. And all the players that you would play to get yourself a goal are playing. Ball fed through to Marmoush. Is he going to keep it alive? He does. Gets it out to Doku. I said to my missus last night, I said, I got a bad feeling about this game, man. Got a bad feeling. But go on. Marmoush cleared. Tried to turn, get his shot away. You can't say we've played badly. It's good play from Mateta. The only thing you could say in that build-up from Palace is Vardiol doesn't win the first duel, and it's difficult to win the first duel because you literally would have to foul him to stop the attack. I would argue it's worth it. I would argue it's worth it. Once he doesn't win that first duel, Vardiol backs away a little bit, and Mateta gets another opportunity after laying it off for the first time, and then he gets Vardiol because he backed away. Mateta can turn. And he brings Munoz into the action. And it's that moment there where Vardiol backed away. You've got to be aggressive, man. It's worth a foul. It's worth a foul. It really is. Because you're not going to get a yellow for being aggressive and pulling Mateta down. It's not worth it. Palace coming forward again. And Vardiol clears it, but straight to Eze. Eze switches it. Munoz. Ball across. So, and Ortega saves it. Fuck me. Nearly 2-0. Nearly 2-0. You think... I'm not sure Ortega has anything to do with that, man, really. And he's just saved it now, by the way. That one was straight at him, the one we've just seen. But I'm not sure we can be blaming Ortega for the first goal. I really don't think that. He's just made a save as well, so... Yeah, it should be. The second one, the one he's just saved, is like, yeah, should be saving it straight at him. If anything, he fumbled it a little bit, but... so like predictable, isn't it, man? I'm looking at the City players, looking at their body. Said that fucking Alakanji. Nearly gave it away there. What's he playing at? I was about to say the body language from the players is positive. Since we've gone 1-0 down, there's not much like... Haaland, at the reaction to it going into the back of the net was proper dejected. But the actual movement of the players, the ball is still moving around the pitch with a bit of fizz. It's moving with a bit of pace. Akanji's the only one, actually, who's showing a little bit of sluggishness with the 2 moments in a row there from Akanji. You can tell what the players are thinking when the speed the ball moves. You don't want to let that ball slow down. It's got to keep moving quickly because Palace will find it easy to defend. They have so much adrenaline running through their bodies now, man. 1-0 up in an FA Cup final. They'll be absolutely buzzing. They won't feel stamina. They will feel like their stamina bars, if they were playing games, are at 100%. They won't feel a thing. You've got to keep that ball moving. And quickly. It can't get sluggish. It's slowing down. Because it's easy to defend. You've got to keep it moving quickly. Come on. Savinho. Back to Akanji. Really slowly, though. Move it quicker. Giving away. Savinho. Marmoush wins a free kick as well. It should be. It should be a free kick. The fuck, man? Marmoush nips in, wins the ball, and gets clipped when he's running away with it. And it would have been a free kick right on the corner of the edge of the area. I am sick of the cameraman, man. Fucking wanking over the Palace fans, for fuck's sake. Who gives a shit what the Palace fans are doing, man? Watch the fucking game. Fucking hell. My head's gone already. 20 minutes in, Palace are coming forward. He's been sent wide, but he's going to come back. He's kept it in, one-on-one with Akanji. Guys, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribing if you've just tuned in as well. Good ball from De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva cools it down. Do you know what? Those two have actually been all right. But long ball over the top here for Haaland. Are you in? Little push. Go on. Go on. Haaland. He's been sent wide, but Henderson's fucking about with it there. Haaland's kept it alive, but he's been forced wide. Marmoush on the edge of the area. Man on. Man on. Keep the ball, Marmoush. Giving away. Long ball over the top for Haaland to chase, and he nearly got in there. Vardiol here with Ismail Sarr behind him. Do not lose it there, mate. He's nearly lost it. That's our ball. That's our ball. You blind swat. Yeah, dickhead. Linesman's corrected you because you're fucking blind, mate. City ball. Jesus Christ, you could see it from here. How's he missing that, the referee? That's a red card! That's a red card! That's a red card! Henderson's just flicked it outside the penalty area. That's a red card! How are VAR not getting involved? That's a red card, 100%. A red card, the goalkeeper should be gone. He's just flicked it with his hand outside the penalty area to prevent Haaland getting on the end of it. Red card, 100%. 100%. If VAR are not looking at this, then what the fuck? That's a straight red card. Get him down to 10 men. Let's go and win this fucking cup. Because that is a game-changing situation. And if you fucking bottle it, because it's, oh, Palace have never won an FA Cup, we better feel sorry for them and give them a chance because it's City. And everyone's bored of City winning trophies. Everyone's bored of that. Go fuck yourself, man, because these are the fucking rules, you twats. Bollocks, man. Get him sent off. He should be gone. He should be gone for that. Nah, man. Fucking lost my head already. There's no way we're playing on here. There's no way we're playing on from this. Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself if they don't send him off here. Because that's like clearly... He comes out, the line's here, and he sticks his hand way out of the penalty area. You can see it. It's clear as day. Are they playing on? Nah, fucking games. Don't Don't give me that shit. Don't give... That's fucking... what's the point? What is the point anymore, man? That's just an absolute fucking joke. It's fucking rigged, man. Like, there's no fucking way... Oh, Palace are going to win the FA Cup now. You're going to play the game like that, then what's the fucking point? What's the point? It's such a... How... If I'm seeing it here. VAR have gotten involved. They've actually got the ability to get involved. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that they've gone on and reviewed it and decided, nah, not a red. A shocking bit of officiating. Bent, corrupt. And it's all to do with the fact that Crystal Palace... Well, it'll ruin the game. It'll ruin the game. We need to look after the prestigious FA Cup. We've got to make sure it's entertaining because no one wants to see City win it again. We want a fairy tale story where little old Crystal Palace come out of nowhere and beat the big team, the big juggernauts of Manchester City who win trophies left, right and centre. But we'll let them cheat along the fucking way, shall we? Yeah. You do that, man. You fucking corrupt bastards. Honestly. What the fuck was that? What the fuck have I just seen? Absolute disgrace. A disgrace. A shambles. Honestly. The fuck? Like... How Haaland didn't even realise at the time. Haaland didn't even realise. I swear to God, if Haaland just stopped in his tracks and just went crazy, throwing his arms around... That would have been a red card because it would have meant Haaland didn't get the opportunity to do anything. Haaland wasn't aware of where Henderson's hand actually was, but it was like, it's not even close though, man. He's so far out of the penalty area. He's a good yard or two. He's reaching way out of the penalty area and he just slaps the ball. I know most of you are watching. I don't know why I need to describe it, but I mean, fuck me. Ball in from Palace, flicked on. They're going to get a second here and cheat their way to an FA Cup, man. Honestly. It feels like that, man. It really feels like this. It's just people are just bored of City winning, so it's like, let's get the officiating to tweak it. But apparently, City buy all the officials. Apparently, we brown paper bag our way to trophies. You know, slipping a bit of money here to the officials, a bit of money there to the officials. We cheat, apparently. That's what we do. And what the fuck was that? What was that? You know? There was an opportunity to prove that it's fair, right there. Jokers. Absolute jokers. That was, man. Are you serious? Oh, fuck me. Then, do you know what I mean? If he's saying it's a red, then... do you know what I mean? Like, the most anti-City guy on the planet thinks it's a red card. And Mark Goldbridge is meant to be Mr. PGO LMNOP, isn't he? Mr. I'll sort it out. I'll fix football for everybody. Yeah, you do that, mate. You know, man. I'm not having that Ortega should have saved that, by the way. Nah, I don't think there's much you can do about the keeper in the goal for Palace, but there's so much. The game changes, man. A goalkeeper sent off in the first half of an FA Cup final. They literally didn't do it because they knew it's so bad. It's so bad that this stuff happens at this level with so much jeopardy involved in the game that a decision like that can be made by a complete inept fucking moron who is more concerned about, oh, it's going to ruin the game though. It's going to ruin the game. We've all seen Mike Dean in his interviews with Sky Sports saying that he chose not to send off a player to protect his mate, you know. We've all seen what was that referee who's recently, I forgot his bloody name now. The coke sniffing, Klopp hating referee. That one. I'm sure you all know who I mean, but you all... Exactly. That's a real indication of what goes on. They're human beings, by the way. Let's not pretend they're not. I get it. But let's not pretend they're fucking, like, really good, honest individuals who are going to hold the law to a standard that's fair for everybody. Fucking bollocks. Because they're not. There's clearly someone who believes something. They believe something. You've seen that with your own two eyes, and you have a morsel of understanding of the game of football and what that decision means. Then you know full well sending off Henderson in an FA Cup final against Manchester City, because when do we ever play against 10 men, by the way? Very rarely. Very rarely. And we usually go on and get something from the game when we do. You know, so we go and win the cup, most likely, if we go and win that. It makes it a dead game for a lot of people. But no one's going to say shit at the end of the game. No one's going to say shit. They'll talk about it at half-time, and then they'll talk about a historic moment for Oliver Glasner, who wins Crystal Palace at FA Cup. You know, they'll paper over the whole fucking farcical decision from the referees. I really want to move on from it. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm fucking struggling, man. Absolute bent. Mullet Daddy, big up to you, mate. VAR said, all right, let's hear, man. I want to hear what they've said. VAR said the direction of travel of the ball was going away from the goal, so no red, and they can't go back to give a free kick. Look, it was... Haaland was going to win the ball. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like, if you don't do what you did, you can't say. You're making up now. You're making guesses as to what might happen. I tell you what needs to happen. I tell you what needs to happen. These fucking twats in black need to go into the dressing room at half-time and have a look at that decision and go, oh shit, now let's play the emotional card, shall we? Oh, we fucked up. Should we try and balance it up a little bit? They need to start giving City some decisions now. I swear to God, because we need it. Bernardo Silva to the byline. That's a penalty! Blow your whistle! Blow your whistle, you twat! Is he giving it? Is he giving it? He's giving it. I think he's giving it fucking two right as well. We're fucking due one. We're due some fucking dickhead decision from a man wearing black. It's a penalty all day long. It's a penalty all day long. He didn't even want to give it. Stupid twat. Honestly. Fuck you, man. He didn't even want to give it. He genuinely looked around like, is there anything I can do to not give this penalty? Shit. I've got to give it. Penalty. VAR's still not done with this, by the way. 100%. That's more debatable than the handball, by the way. Because Bernardo Silva goes down quite easily. There's definitely a connection. I need to see it again. My head's gone. My head is gone. Absolutely gone at this point now. I can't stand it when it's refereeing deciding trophies. Ugh. Ugh. Do you know what I mean? A referee decides where a piece of silverware, what cabinet gets filled and which cabinet doesn't. Fuck you, man. It's bollocks. Especially when you've got VAR. Bernardo Silva goes down very easy for me. Very easy for me. But if you overturn this, considering what bullshit you've just done, then we might as well end the stream right now, turn the fucking game off and go and give our fucking Saturday night something else to do. Because this is pointless. Because this is pointless at this point. If VAR overturn this, then we might as well call it a day. Honestly. There's connection. You can't overturn that. You can't overturn that, but I swear to God, man. Marmouche is going to take it. Not Haaland. Not Haaland. Come on, City. I've got a bad feeling about this penalty, man. It just feels like one of them days, man. But I swear to God, we don't deserve to be losing this game. We do not deserve to be losing this game. But I swear, man, Marmouche. Excuse me. Fucking get on with it. Very straight run up. He's going to do the old... And then come back middle, isn't he? That's what he's going to do. He's going to do. He's going to... The keeper who shouldn't be on the pitch has saved it. The keeper who shouldn't be on the pitch has fucking saved it. This is corruption beyond belief at this point. Do you know what I mean? They didn't even want to give the penalty, man. I don't believe this shit. I honestly do not believe what I'm watching. Honestly. Sorry, Curtis, mate. It went away from goal because he cheated. You're 100% right, Curtis. And I apologise you had to send another one to have it seen, mate. I'm sorry, mate. Fucking hell, man. This is going to sting if we don't win this, man. Like, this is the manner of the way the game's going. It's just, like, awful. It's just horrible to watch. Given away. Please go out. Yeah, it's gone out for a throw into City. I must admit, Adrian... I don't know. I mean, it was... Do you know what? It wasn't a great penalty, but it wasn't like lofted at a savable height, and it wasn't a million miles away from the corner. It was a good save, but still, you're absolutely right. I think back to Haaland away at Spurs, and Haaland's missed penalties, by the way. Haaland's missed penalties, so let's not pretend that he's perfect. But Akanji on the ball in this game so far has been dodgy. He has been dodgy so far. There's been 2 or 3 moments where we've not been punished, thankfully. But it's just been very, like, nervous from Akanji. I can't believe it. The keeper that saves it, that shouldn't be on the pitch. That should be a substitute goalkeeper. Stood there trying to save that. And he wouldn't be there because it wouldn't work like that. Because it would be a different situation. Doku to the byline. Palace are going to come away with it here, but Doku's got to get back. Sprint, mate. Sprint, Doku. Adam Wharton ghosts past. De Bruyne wins a tackle, though. Vardiol's got to win this race, and he does. Just about slide tackles it back to Ortega. Fucking hell. Unreal, man. Unreal. Haaland, is he onside? He's never offside, is he? The guy just never gets caught offside. Bernardo Silva doing well to keep it alive. Gets it out to Haaland. Can't get it out to Haaland. Mitchell clears it. This game, man. This game. I mean, if we lose, we know full well. No one's going to give a shit. The history books aren't going to remember. There was a moment in the game where the keeper should have been sent off, but it was such an important moment. It's so big. It changes everything. It's the difference in between, probably going to be the difference in where this trophy ends up. And if we end up winning it here, justice will have been served. That's all you can say. But if we don't win it from here, Akanji with a cross to fucking nobody. Big up to you, Jeff, mate. How are you? Vardiol thunder header to tie it up. Come on, City. I would love it, mate. I would love it so much. Just anything. Oh, they're looking back at the penalty now. Oh, was it even a penalty? I'm not sure it was a penalty. Why did Haaland kiss the ball and then kiss Marmoush? Gave him the kiss of death. Do you know what, Adrian? I take it back. It wasn't that good a penalty from Marmoush. It wasn't. It wasn't that good a penalty, mate. I'm looking back at it. I'm not sure it was. The angle I've seen now was like straight back from the keeper. Tell you what, that Palace fan needs to get a thicker gold chain. If you can find one. I'm not sure they exist, but fuck me. I'm sure he can walk with that on. We've bossed this game, man. Like, We've bossed it. We've conceded one counter-attack the whole game. The whole game, and it's 1-0 Palace. The keeper should be sent off. We've had a penalty. It's just not... It's just one of them, innit? It's just one of them days, man. It feels like it. It really does. Their keeper should have been sent off. We've had a penalty. We've dominated the game. And it's 1-0 Palace. Unreal. I think 1-0 at half-time. Ruben Diaz, mate. And Mateta's bullied him. That's what I'm talking about. You've got to stop. Foul him now. We've seen the damage he can do. You've got to foul him, man. If he wins it first ball, you smash him on the second ball. You just take him out. You just give the foul away. It's not worth it. Don't let him turn around, man, because he brings the whole Palace team forward. If you let him win that first ball, you smash him on the second ball. Fuck, man. Can't believe what I'm watching here, man. Mullet, you're killing me, man. Miss having Yaya for pens. He was brilliant, wasn't he, man? Balotelli as well. Neither of them missed one, did they? Did they both maintain a 100% penalty? I think Balotelli missed a penalty, didn't he? In his career, like, once he moved to Serie A. I'm sure he's missed a penalty. He never missed one for City. But I'm sure he missed one, like, later into his career. What a waste of a career, by the way, Mario Balotelli, because the talent was unbelievable. But the attitude was absolute toilet water, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? So entertaining. But he didn't give a shit about his career, did he? Go on, Doku. Get us an equaliser. Oh, you fuckbag! Saved by Doku. Kevin De Bruyne smashes it over the bar. Not by Doku. Saved by Henderson. But Doku's fucking drive into the top corner. I don't believe it. It's going to be one of them, innit? It's going to be one of them. Yeah. De Bruyne to take the penalty is a possibility. Haaland to take the penalty. We don't know. We've never seen Marmoush take a penalty. We have now. We've seen him take one now, and I'm not feeling very confident, but I'm a little bit alarmed at that miss from Kevin De Bruyne, to be honest, because that was a real opportunity. He's just smashed it over the bar. He's in the penalty area. He's probably about 12 yards out. Not on the penalty spot, but a little bit to the right of it. On the volley. No need to slice it like he did. And he just smashed it over the bar. Great touch. Great touch by Marmoush. Brilliant play. And then that's a foul. Is it not? No, it's not. But the hold-up play wasn't bad. But surely he's offside. Get your flag up, you twat. Yeah, he has. I'm not sure what Nico Gonzalez will do, mate, in this situation. Because I think we're actually... the team selection's not to be blamed here. The referee is to be blamed for this situation we're in. Mateta's gone down like a shithouse. Akanji stood above him laughing at him. Honestly, is anyone else getting sick of the sight of Crystal Palace fans? What is it with this cameraman? Why are we just constantly staring at Palace fans? It's just the agenda is what you're just witnessing, like what the media want to happen. Go on with foul Deze. We're going to give a foul away there. Yeah, fucking Ruben Diaz has just smashed it. We've lost our heads here. Me too. If I was on that pitch, I'd be kicking lumps out of Crystal Palace players. I swear to God. I'd be fucking snapping shins. I would be. 100% would be. And Ruben Diaz is chipping in. Kevin De Bruyne has just wiped out Eze. Total free kick. And Ruben Diaz just booted the the shins of Mateta as well. And I swear, they don't have shin pads on anymore, do they? Do you know what I mean? They all wear cream custard biscuits for shin pads nowadays, don't they? You know what I mean? The non-existent shin pads, they're like that big, the shin pads. So I'd be kicking lumps out of the shins because I'd have lost my head, 100%. I'd be sent off, I would be, playing this game. I'd be kicking the ref. I'd be fucking 2-footing the ref in the back of the head. I've absolutely lost it with this twat. It's just corruption. Vasco, mate, how you doing? If we play like this, I fear we ain't winning. We're not playing. I don't think we're playing badly, mate. I don't think we're playing badly. But let's finish your super chat before I judge what you say. I fear we ain't winning the next 2 games either. And if we don't get Champions League football, our rebuild will be in jeopardy next year. The if is a mountainous if. And I agree with you. If we don't get it, it will be more than in question. I think it will be in huge doubt. Sorry, in jeopardy. It will be, really bad. Well, Wirtz ain't signing. You can guarantee that, first of all. 100%. But into your first point, if we play like this and we're not winning the next 2 games, I feel like we're not playing badly. You know, I think we've been creating chances. We've forced Henderson into quite a few saves. We've forced him to get himself sent off, but the referee chose him not to get sent off. He should have been. We've won a penalty that we missed. I'm not sure that's down to the team playing badly when one of your players misses a penalty and we're 1-0 down. I do feel like we're playing all right. It's just frustrating. And we need someone to blame. And if you really want to blame someone, for me, we should be looking at the referee. We really should be. If you want to blame someone, there's a very reasonable reason for why City fans would be looking at the referee and go, you bellend. What a knobhead you are. Because the referee has decided so much of this game. Because the player that should have been sent off saved the penalty. So, unbelievable. Someone salty. Bernardo died for the pen. Mullet Daddy, thanks very much, mate. We have made 300 passes and had 81% possession. Palace have made 51 passes and 19% possession. 1-0 Palace. I know what you're saying, mate. I must admit, I think City fans are getting a bit bored with possession stats. It's got to turn into stuff. There's no debate that this has turned into stuff, though. We've created chances. I get annoyed. There goes the half-time whistle. I get annoyed when the possession's so high, like it was against Southampton. I feel like those sort of games where we like dominate the ball, but we create nothing. That's when I get annoyed with possession stats. And I think it's a load of bollocks. That possession has got to amount to something. It's absolutely amounted to something today. We've created chances. You know, De Bruyne won over the bar. Doku with a save moments before that. De Bruyne ball into Haaland before it went 1-0 Palace with a lovely little athletic left boot high in the air, leapt higher than a bat's vagina, did Haaland. And boom, into the, on target at least, and Henderson saves it. Moments later, Haaland sent through on goal. We're 1-0 down at this point. Henderson starts playing volleyball 20 yards out of his goal line. And if anyone can do the maths, how big's a penalty area? Fucking, it's just wrong. Like the fact that VAR looked at it and decided, nah, we're not going to send him off. It's just bent. It's just bent. It's just clearly like, let's do the old fairy tale. Let's dance to the tune of the narrative. The narrative, what everyone wants today is little old Palace to piss off the juggernauts of Manchester City, who've had a frustrating season this season. And Palace have been playing well recently, and they've not won a major trophy ever. You know what I mean? So they're due one. They've gone to 2 FA Cup finals before this. This is their 3rd FA Cup final. The previous 2 were against United. But I tell you what, if they go on to lose this game, there's no debating they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to win this game so far, because they should be losing this game at this point. They should be down to 10 men. They certainly shouldn't be winning it. They certainly shouldn't be winning it. But fuck me, man. I can't believe the referee has done what he's done. Honestly. I must admit, he's not been great so far in this game. He's come down that right-hand side a couple of times and he's not really offered anything. Doku on the other side has been good. I've been impressed by Doku. He's got a shot on goal. He's caused a bit of chaos. He's brought Nico O'Reilly into the action in a couple of occasions. Savinho has offered some good corners. There's been 2 corners from Savinho that I thought that was a good delivery. Other than that, it's not enough. It's not enough from Savinho. Marmoush missed a bloody penalty, but I actually think there's been little moments of quality from him outside of the penalty missed. Little touch here, little touch there has been good. I think De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva have been all right in midfield, even though we've been very worried about what they're going to do without a defensive midfielder. They've been doing all right. Because I think Pep knew that Palace are going to come and shithouse their way to, or attempt to shithouse their way to a trophy. And it's exactly what they're doing. This is the biggest shithouse cup final performance you could possibly see. Like, you know what I mean? There's 0 attempts from Palace to come forward other than 1, and they've scored from it. It sums up our season, this game. It really does. It just it encapsulates Manchester City's season. It really does. Unreal, man. Unreal. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Got 1,800 in the building and just over 500 likes. We can definitely do better than that. Even though most of you are probably here to hate on Manchester City and bask in my bitterness and my saltiness, I am sure you're here for that. And if you are, fucking do one. Fucking yeah, whatever. Give a like to the video because it helps one way or the other. You've enjoyed yourself. If you're here to hate, you've had a good first 45 minutes. So, fuck you. What are we going to do, Blues? Substitutes. You're looking at where we've got Foden. We've got Grealish. Nico Gonzalez doesn't really come on and offer anything that we need. We need to win the game. So bringing on Nico Gonzalez now makes no sense. But Foden, Echeverri, give him a whirl. Just give him a whirl. He's such an unknown quantity. No one knows what the fuck he's going to bring. Palace will have no idea about Claudio Echeverri. Just bring him on, throw him up, throw him out there and see what happens. But it would be Marmoush off, wouldn't it? It would have to be. Because he plays through the middle. He doesn't really play out wide, Echeverri. So you'd have to either take off Marmoush or don't bring on Echeverri. Unless you're planning on playing Echeverri out wide. Which is not really what he's been known to do. Can't believe what I'm watching, man. That's my question, mate. I must admit, that is my question right there. I do think that we've all come to know that when Haaland is on the pitch, Haaland takes the penalties if we get one. It must be training. There must be something in training. To suggest that Marmoush is the one to take it. He must be whipping him in every penalty. Bang, bang, bang. Goal, goal, goal. For him to usurp the number 1 position of Erling Haaland. Surely. He must be doing something in training. Fucking hell. Haaland looks like he has given up on football, says Mo. He's been a little bit... Yeah. No, I don't think he's given up. I don't think that's true. I think he often looks like that, to be honest. And then he scores. That's kind of hard. And when he doesn't score, are we going to look at the Henderson incident now, are we? I need to hear what these twats are saying about it, because you've got a Crystal Palace fan, are you not? Right, I'm listening to the words of Ian Wright, Crystal Palace fan, and Roy Keane, Manchester United fan. Ian Wright is saying it's an absolute stonewall red card. Roy Keane saying everyone is confused. So these bellends in the chat that are saying, like, wasn't a penalty, or wasn't a red card, referee knows what he's doing. Give your heads a wobble, man, because there's the most anti-City panel there, bar Jolie and Lescott, because I'm watching on ITV, by the way. People might be watching on BBC, but still. Fuck me, man. And I mean, if that stupid bellend is saying it's a penalty, then God help us, man. He's done us dirty. He has done us dirty. It's not even the ref. I don't blame the ref because none of us saw it in live time. I wasn't screaming when it happened. I was like, oh, Henderson, he's batted it away. I didn't see whether it was in or out of the penalty area. But then, once we saw the angle on the edge of the area, it was like, oh, right, brilliant. Because there was like, surely VAR are going to give a red card. This is stonewall at that point. It was like, there's no way that's not going to be given as a red card. How this twat is still on the pitch. He's a former rag, isn't he, as well? He's a former rag as well, which makes it even more frustrating. Unreal, man. Unreal. And I agree with that as well. I do think at this point, it's hindsight though, isn't it, man? Hindsight. We're all geniuses after the fact. If Marmoush buried it, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But yeah, he didn't. So now we all go, Haaland should have taken it, which makes sense. But anyway, I need to go for a pee. I've lost my head. Anyway, there's a second half of football to be played here. It's 1-0. We can still do this. We can still do this. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Come on, fucking say something then if you want to. having a debate with the missus, who's a United fan, by the way. Big United fan, for those of you that don't know. I got it out of her that even she thinks it's a red. She didn't want to say it. And she'll be listening by the door right now. But fucking red card, man. Like, even the most anti-City people on the planet are saying it's a red card. Unbelievable, man. I'm fuming. Absolutely fuming with that decision. When it's that bad, you just, it dejects you, doesn't it? And I'm hoping the players, the 11 on the field, are going to take that as inspiration to be like, you know what? Let's go and wipe the floor with them. We know what we're capable of. We know we can put 3 past them in this second half and go and win the game. But there are moments like that where it makes it feel like today's not your day, and it hurts and it stings. And for a minute, I just glanced. I know it's not our day then, because I just glanced then. 666 was the number of likes. 666 likes. So fucking devil's in the house. Honestly, lads, I don't know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. I'm curious. I'm so curious. I'm trying to find people who can give me some sort of angle, some sort of explanation as to why it's not been given as a red card. I have a feeling I know what it'll be. I have a feeling it'll be something along the lines of VAR. Well, Mullet Daddy, you said it a while ago, didn't you, mate? You said it was something along the lines of VAR can't do anything about it. Do you mean? Like, in what, like, I know you don't know either, but I mean, seriously, man. In what way? Like, VAR can't do anything? Then why look at it? Looking at it to decide if you can do something or not. What area of the rule book is there that says VAR cannot intervene? That was it. You said it was what I think I listened to Ian Wright. It was something along the lines of denying a goal-scoring opportunity, because doing what he did stopped Haaland from knocking it around Henderson. And at that point, when Haaland knocks it around Henderson, he's not going to send it over to the corner flag, is he? He's going to knock it just round him and then tap it into an empty net and make it 1-1. That's what he's going to do. So how is that not denying a goal-scoring opportunity? Someone explain how that's not denying a goal-scoring opportunity to me. They're coming onto the pitch laughing. Crystal Palace players, Eze and Mitchell were just coming out like... Just see what Henderson did. Just seen, got a fucking way with that one, didn't we? We're going to score a second in a minute. Got the referee in the book, mate. We've got him in the bag, mate. This referee is an absolute Eagles. The referee came onto the pitch like, "Baka! Baka! Fucking Eagles, Eagles, fucking bent twat." Bonsai, mate. I am fuming as fuck. Give us a sec, mate, because the second half's about to kick off. I need to get the timer going. The first part of your sentence, by the way, is exactly how I feel. Fuming AF. Blow your whistle, ref. He's probably started the clock. Right, go on. He started the clock, then blew his whistle. No changes from Manchester City. Or Palace. Bonsai, I think they need to bottle this disgust and just score one and open the floodgates. Come on, City. 3-1. I feel it. I would love that to happen, mate. You know when it's just like justice? What I might do, I might change to BBC. Maybe we'll win if I change the channel. Maybe if I change the channel, we'll win. Do you think? What if I change my top? Nah, but it's still like, who knows? Maybe this top was destined to win. Proper superstition shit going on now. Sometimes I believe it, sometimes I don't. Savinho with the ball to the back post. Haaland at the back post! Doku! It's scrambled around. It's going to be one of them, innit? It's going to be one of them. Already should have been 1-1. It's seconds into the second half. We've had one cleared off the line. And then a goalmouth scramble, and Palace get away with it again. Bollocks. Oh, little 1-2 there with Mitchell and Mateta. Good play from Ruben Diaz. Well positioned. Well positioned. Appreciate your super chat, Bonsai. Mogul and you as well. Thank you very much. Big up from Australia, mate. I nearly said it in your accent as well. Australia, Mike. Bring Foden on for Savio. Doku will cook in the second half. We always concede first against Palace. We got this, mate. Come on, mate. I agree. I hope we have. I hope you're right. I really do. But I'm not sure footballing ability has anything to do with it today, unfortunately. It doesn't feel like footballing reasons are why this game's going to be won or lost. I feel like it's Savinho to the byline. Again, ball across. No one there. Haaland just shrugs his shoulders and acts annoyed, but in all honesty, that wasn't a bad ball from Savinho. There's no one making that near post run. Bernardo Silva coming forward, flicks it into Nico O'Reilly, lays it up for Haaland, and it's bounced off the top of his head, has it? Oh, it's honestly, it's one of them days, man. Little ball, little lofted ball then. Hey, it's not cleared off the line. It's a fantastic bit of defending from Richards at the back post. The big American, boom, clears it, back post. Haaland was waiting right off the top of the afro. Shit. But if the second half carries on like the first 2 minutes of the second half so far, then hopefully City can get themselves back into this game with an equaliser, at least. But shit, you know, man. Big up to you, Micah. Did you say eagle and mimic a crow voice? Yeah, I did. I don't know how. What does an eagle sound like? What eagle noise does an eagle make? Is it like? Ah! I don't know. What is it? If anyone can tell me what an eagle sounds like, I have no idea. Back post, Doku brings it down. Doku's he's over the bar. Over the bar. I wonder what an eagle sounds like. Probably sounds like a bag of money landing in the lap of a referee. That's probably what it sounds like. With Parrish, the Palace owner. Simon Jordan, he'll be there like, fucking yes. Twat. Getting onto the fourth now. It's a bad idea, man. Got to look after the kids later. I can't get too pissed. As he cracks another open. That is exactly right, mate. And I fucking hate seagulls. Stole my donut when I was in Llandudno. Went to Llandudno. Anyone else who doesn't know where the fuck I'm talking about, Llandudno is in Wales. Went to Llandudno, got myself like a nice little box of donuts. Sat down. Just got absolutely bombarded. Oh, it's blocked by someone. Adam Wharton. Oh, it's a head injury. Oh, my God. A Crystal Palace player booted the ball against his own teammate. And we must stop the game for at least half an hour. Adam Wharton has just smashed one off the face of... who is it who's gone down? I can't tell. But it very nearly became 2-0 Palace. And it's Mark Gay who's gone down. Adam Wharton has left foot drive straight into the face of Mark Gay. Nah, man. Devious. We're the first side in English history. No side has ever scored 100+ goals in 12 consecutive seasons across all competitions. Except us. So we must have finishers if we're able to do that. And we've done it this season. Again. So we've got finishers in this side. I think the biggest problem this season is balance between attack and defence. It's our ability to score goals when needed and defend when needed. I mean, there are games where it goes well for us and we get that balance right, but more often than not, like this game, we've conceded a goal from the one and only opportunity for the opposition. Because the opposition's opportunity is so clear-cut. You know what I mean? It's like, you've got to be solid at the back. If you're going to throw the kitchen sink at the opposition like we have, you can't allow mistakes to happen at the back. And that's not what's happened today, by the way. It's not mistakes. It's just a moment where the only point you can like get your finger out and point at a City player is Vardiol getting into the back of Mateta. He needs to go through him harder, win the ball. If you don't win the ball, take the player out. You know, it's a halfway line situation. You aren't going to get a yellow card. Just upend him. You know what I mean? Just give him a little slide dig into the back of the thigh. Something like that. You know, just be a bit coy. Everyone does it to us. All these defenders are nailing Haaland. They are so physical with Erling Haaland. We don't have to be soft with the centre forwards we come up against. Upend them. Put them on their arse. Take them out. You know what I mean? Because that stops the attack. Mateta brings it down, gets the opportunity to turn around, brings Munoz into the situation, and as soon as that happens, we're in big trouble. You could look at maybe a Kanji could get across Eze a little bit quicker, but a bit harsh, because I think the ball into him was quite precise from Munoz, and the finish from Eze was equally precise. And I don't think you can look at Ortega and blame him for not being able to save it. The only situation that City could have done better in Palace's goal is Vardiol being right in the back of Mateta. Other than that, it's a case of one moment for the opposition and bloody 1-0. But outside of that, we're looking at a penalty miss and a red card. So it's nothing to do with just City being bad or Pep's selection. The habits of City fans this season has been blame Pep, blame the players, blame the old guys. There's a man in black walking around this pitch, and there's a couple of twats sat in the little VAR hub, whatever you want to call it. And I don't often blame referees. I don't think there's many games that get decided by officials, but this is one of them. So far, this game has been fully decided by the officiating of this game. I'm hoping it gets forgotten about and we just move on. De Bruyne with a heavy touch. Are there any subs you'd make, chat? What subs would you make? Fucking right I am, mate. 2 right, Iptris. What else should I be moaning about? In what way have we not been good? We've created more chances than them. We've created a penalty. And we've missed a penalty. I mean, yeah, that's the bit where we've not been good for me. I mean, the finishing. Haaland was on target. Doku was on target. 2 good saves from Henderson. We've been the better side by a country mile. When you've been the better side, you like to think you're going to go and win the game. Usually, that's what happens. We are the better side. We've been the better side. If we were getting peppered by Palace shots and we were creating nothing, I'd be with you, mate. I'd be like, yeah, man, we've got problems here. And fuck the referee, we've got problems. We're not creating enough and we're conceding chances. But we're not conceding chances and we are creating them. We've already had 2 chances in the first 50 seconds of this first half. I must admit it's gone a bit dead since then, but still, there's been moments throughout this game where we should have scored. So I don't feel like we should be blaming the players and blaming Pep for everything. You know, and ball in to Bernardo Silva. Oh, how's he fucking not... Why is he not shooting there? He got caught in 2 minds, and it's Kamada who blocks Bernardo Silva's effort to do something. Great ball from Doku. Bernardo Silva finds space. Why is Bernardo Silva not pulling the trigger there is beyond me. He's tried to cross the ball in a situation where he's almost in the 6-yard box. And it's not that tight an angle either. I'm thinking, have a dig, mate. Smash it. You're that close to goal. Anything with power is probably going to end up in the back of the net. De Bruyne's ball to the back post. Haaland just about keeps it alive. Kevin De Bruyne, your corners, mate, need putting in the bin. They're absolutely dog shit. Kevin De Bruyne's corners. Why does he keep taking our corners? His pants. Savinho's balls in the first half were way better being whipped in. They were in-swingers though, but obviously you want an in-swinger on that side. Marmoush's delivery, you know. Pretty sure he's the one who crossed the ball for Vardiol's header in the semi-final. It was Marmoush taking the corners for Vardiol getting on it. I've not seen Kevin De Bruyne put a decent corner into the box for quite some time. And this is meant to be Kevin De Bruyne's day and let's all win a trophy for Kevin De Bruyne, fine. But there are other ways to go about it, man. Let's give another player another opportunity to cross that ball because these balls from De Bruyne are just so loopy and always to the back post. Fucking hell. Clear it. Akanji's just dodgy, man, on the ball today, man. He just ended up standing on the ball. Got it caught underneath his studs. And Ruben Diaz just takes control of the situation and just clears it. But Akanji then just looking a bit ropey. And he's looked a bit ropey all game for me, Akanji, on the ball. Been a little... not very convincing from Akanji so far. He's gotten away with it, though, because he's not actually been culpable. But, I mean, come on. Vasudev wants to see Grealish. Long throw in for Palace. It's deep. It's in the area. It's 2-0. I don't believe the scabbiness of that goal. Munoz has made it 2-0. How has that not been cleared? How has that not been cleared, man? What the actual fuck are we watching here? This should be 10-man Palace versus Manchester City, who should be... You've got to laugh, man, at this point. What the fuck was that, man? A long throw-in. The amount of deflections, I don't have a clue what happened in there, man, but honestly... He's offside. It's not going to count. It's not going to count. He's offside. He's offside. It's not going to count. It's not going to count. It's all good. It's all good. You fucking shithouses. You can fucking shithouse your way and go and celebrate that all you fucking want. It's getting disallowed, you cunts. There you go. I've said it. I've said it. That's the first time I've ever said that on this on this channel. I thought I'd never say it, but that's how annoyed I am with this game. I've said it. Fucking demonetize me. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit. It's fucking bollocks, this game. Absolutely bollocks. Yeah, Ortega's pathetic. I'm not sure what there is to blame with Ortega there. It took a horrible deflection, but for me, that's offside. I mean, who knows with this VAR situation? They may see something else, man. It's so obvious. Why are we taking our time over this shit? Get your whistle out, point down. Why is this taking so long? He's like 2 yards offside. It's like, oh, shall we have another look? Should we have another look? Should we waste another 5 minutes? Yeah, you take your fucking time. There's literally a line. There's a 6-yard box that you can use as a line to help you. Even if your VAR's broken, you can still figure it out with your eyeballs. You know what I mean? Use these things, man. If your machine's broken, whatever the reason may be, use these things that God gave you, mate. Just use them and you'll see it. You'll work it out. Believe it or not, trust yourselves. Because it's offside. Fucking hell, man. How long is this taking? It's been like 4 minutes since they scored. Mark Gay's going off. That's big. That's since the... This is bent, man. How long are they taking? Please, chat, explain to me how long they are taking. Oh, look at this. The two physios are kicking off. There's the Palace physio and the City physio are just squaring up to each other. I'm loving this. The doctors are kicking off. Tell me where you got your PhD from, mate. Where'd you get your PhD from, mate? Got mine from fucking Oxford, mate. PhD this, PhD that. Do you know what I mean? It's all fucking dick measuring contest with doctors. Oh, you cured that, did you? Well, I cured fucking cancer, mate. Oh, did you? Fucking big I fucking cured COVID, mate. Oh, I fucking did you? It's all kicking off, mate. Doctors are kicking off. This game, man, is the stupidest game I've ever watched in my life. And I think the beer is playing its part, in all honesty. And I'm not sure if this is actually real anymore. I'm not sure if this is this happening? Is this happening? Come on, man. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Marmouche. To De Bruyne. Whips it across. Oh, I thought that might have hit a hand there, but must admit, I think he tucked it in behind him. Excuse me. Guys, come on. Smash them likes up. We've got plenty of people in the building and nowhere near the likes that justify the amount of people that are watching, which makes me think there's not many people that are watching that are City fans, to be honest. There's quite a few people who are quite enjoying the situation here, and I imagine those numbers will plummet if City equalise. But anyway, come on, hit the like button, people. Honestly, man. Who is that physio? He was kicking off. Pep's landing a plane. What was Pep doing there? Akanji was like, fucking what? It's gone mental, this game. Absolute mental. 63 minutes gone. Oh, Stefan, get Haaland or Omar off for a number 10. Who would that be, though, mate? Foden, Grealish, Echeverri? I'm so annoyed now. Diaz bringing it forward. De Bruyne is in a good little pocket there. A good ball from Diaz, that was. I thought it was on. Savinho. So look at the Palace defence, man. There's some good shape there. Akanji thought about a first-time cross. Gives it back to Savinho. Onto his left foot, being shepherded away from goal, though. Diaz. Vardiol. No. Doku thought about running in behind them, but came back to the wing to give him an easier ball back to Vardiol. Into De Bruyne. Mateta slow to get out to him. Savinho looking for the overlap of Akanji. Savinho with the... just goes for the Trivela outside of the boot. Straight into the twat in a hat. That is Henderson. Honestly, the amount of shots of Crystal Palace fans, and a good 30-40% of them are naked, man. Why are there's so many nude Palace fans being shown on camera? I am sick of the sight of it. Great touch by Haaland. Oh! Looking for Marmouche, and if it got through LaCroix, that would have been Marmouche in a one-on-one situation. Nico O'Reilly. Oh, the first yellow card of the game. Of course it's a City player. First yellow card of the game. City player. Of course it is. You can't write this shit, man. So disheartening. 3 FA Cup finals in a row. You know, we're the first side in English history. Great play from Doku. He's given a corner away, though. Corner ball to Crystal Palace. We're the first side in English history to ever get to 3 domestic cup finals, both domestic cup finals in a row, as in the League Cup and the FA Cup. We got to 4 in the Carabao Cup in a row, and this is our 3rd FA Cup final in a row. No side has ever done that in history. But we are very much looking defeat in the face in this FA Cup final at the minute, with 23 minutes to go. And Palace have a corner. Adam Wharton goes deep, really deep. And Vardiol nods away the knockback. Can Bernardo Silva clear it? No, it's coming back in. Haaland nods it away. Offside. Kamada with an effort. Doesn't matter because the flag went up anyway. Bernardo out. I think he's been all right in this game, Bernardo Silva. I don't think he's done much wrong in this game, to be honest, Bernardo Silva, mate. I think he's been okay. I'd like to see Haaland offer a little bit more. Try and get involved a little bit more. Drop a little bit deeper, maybe, and get involved. Bring a defender out. Maybe, you know, throw a curve ball in there once in a while. Drop deep while Marmoush goes in behind. Something like that. Just something different. Throw a spanner in the Crystal Palace works. Every now and again, just try something different. Bernardo Silva, good ball into De Bruyne. De Bruyne, for me, is really, really letting himself down in this game so far. Vardiol's got to win this. He's in a good situation to win it. Gets it back to Ortega, who takes a nice touch, gets it, and Akanji switches it. I thought we were in trouble there, but done all right there. We've done all right. We've done all right. Vardiol brings it away now. What's he doing there, man? He's offside. He's offside. Get your flag up. Jesus Christ, Vardiol, man. I'm a little bit looking at O'Reilly, actually. The pass was terrible from Vardiol, but O'Reilly didn't give him an angle. He's like, stop being like alongside Adam Wharton. Just stay where you are and create an angle for Vardiol to give it you, and you're away. Nico O'Reilly didn't give him an angle. But still, that doesn't mean you should play the pass, Vardiol. If the angle's not there, don't play it, because you're just going to give it away. Thankfully, Ismaili Sarr was offside. And actually, we've given a free kick away, because of course we have. Because this is the referee. We've got referee in the game today. So, of course, it's a Palace free kick. This is just... What's everyone having for dinner tonight? Because I'm not sure what I'm going to do anymore. I'm not feeling very good. Stefan Ortega has sent a super chat from between the sticks at the other side of the pitch. Why has he got a stupid cap on the twat? He shouldn't even be on the pitch, Stefan. He saved a penalty. And he's popped one of those hats on that has like boxing gloves on it. Can't believe it. Akanji. There's 20 minutes to go. There's still a reasonable amount of time to win this game, at least. Doku. Edge of the area. And Marmoush couldn't really bring it under his spell. Eze struggled to clear it. Savinho with a little back flick to Akanji. But Akanji coming forward, plays it into Marmoush, who plays it out to Savinho. Savinho to the byline's going to whip this first time, and it's clipped onto Mitchell, out for a throw into City. But come on, man. Cade Warner, I agree, man. No one speaks on De Bruyne anymore, man. And you don't get this on this channel, man. You get fairness. I talk about all the players because We live in this world where player FC, man, it is player FC. Certain players are worthy of praise and others just aren't. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't give a shit if you're Kevin De Bruyne or Claudio Echeverri or whoever you are. If you're wearing a City shirt and you're playing well, then I'm going to back you, mate. If you wear a City shirt and you have a bad game, I'm going to call you out. Just because the player had a bad game in the last game doesn't mean you then have to hate them from there on out. From that point, you have to hate them. Go on, De Bruyne. Blocked by Adam Wharton. Who's going to go down? Oh, he's knocked out because it's a football who's hit him. This fucking head injury bollocks, man. It's a football, man. How many Palace players have never received a ball to the head, man? Fucking hell, man. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. Gone down with a head injury. It's a good 10 minutes this is going to take now, at least. Look at this, man. Look at the clock ticking away. Unbelievable. But yeah, De Bruyne has had a stinker for me, and I agree with you, Cade. I really do. I think he's been poor. This is meant to be his day as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? Curtis wants him to use the bench. Who did you bring on, mate? It's not on Pep. How is this on Pep? But yeah, going back to your point, Cade, the reason why people don't want to talk about Kevin De Bruyne is because of the legendary status of Kevin De Bruyne, because he's retired. If Kevin De Bruyne hadn't announced he was leaving, people would be killing him right now, man. They would be killing him. You know, it's because he's leaving, people are like, right, okay, we've got to remember. And I agree with that approach from City fans, by the way. I agree with it. It's like, let's be respectful of everything Kevin De Bruyne has done for us. But we can't then paper over cracks and pretend that he's having good games when he's not. He's not having a good game. He's having a bad game. A lot of what he's done has been underwhelming and misplaced passes and bad touches, like you say. I agree. He's not the only one, by the way. There's been a few of them that have been sloppy. I think Akanji's been sloppy. I think he's just been sloppy there, actually. Vardiol. And speak of the devil, Kevin De Bruyne is just putting a really good tackle, in fairness to him. Again, an example of the fairness you get on this channel. Meanwhile, Kevin De Bruyne is like putting in a good little moment there. I'm going to speak on it, you know. Savinho wants something there. Did he see something? I don't know, he went a bit wild there. But anyway, we need to up our game here because the chances have dried up. They've dried up. De Bruyne's found O'Reilly! Finish! Oh, he's not even pulled the trigger. I don't know how he's taken so long to get it out of his feet and have a shot. And Marmoush just drags it wide. It's going to be a corner ball, is it? Yes, it is. 15 minutes to go. Oh, man. Great ball from De Bruyne. O'Reilly, mate, pull the trigger. How's O'Reilly not having a shot there? He didn't trust his right foot, did he? He didn't want to have a dig. He wanted to get it back. Oh, De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Getting caught on the ball now. Mateta, foul him. Yeah, it's worth it. Bernardo Silva chops Mateta. And it's worth a yellow card, to be honest, because we were in trouble there. If he ran away with it there, we were in big trouble. Oh, it's because he's a mushroom. Fucking send him to Mario Land then, mate. He's been good, man. Nico, not today. He's been okay today. He could have done much better today, but in this guy, actually, Nico O'Reilly, is the reason we're in this FA Cup final, to be honest. Let's be honest. Nico O'Reilly scored most of our goals in this FA Cup campaign. He's taken us to this final. And, by the way, Phil Foden's onto the pitch. And another player is about to walk onto the pitch by the name of Claudio Echeverri. Come on, mate. Come on, Claudio. Donning the Manchester City shirt for the first time. And it's the FA Cup final with 15 minutes to go. You can't write this shit, mate. You can't write this shit. Get yourself a fucking equaliser, mate. And you have cemented your place in Manchester City's legacy. Come on, Claudio. De Bruyne coming forward after a nice little rollout, and De Bruyne gives it away. Cade, mate. Do you know what I mean? No one's going to say shit, though, man. No one's going to say shit, Cade. It was a proper opportunity, man. He just decided to stop being good at football. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. 14 minutes to go. My bladder is about to explode, man. First touch from Claudio Echeverri is a positive one into Phil Foden's feet. And Foden coming on for Savinho, by the way. It's like a big game for Foden as well, because he's been really poor this season. We need to see something from him. You know Claudio Echeverri is going to have the bit between his teeth. He's got a point to prove. It's like the debut feeling. You love it, mate. You love it. You're hoping Phil Foden... Akanji's just booted it out for a goal kick to sum up the Manuel Akanji performance. Nketiah is coming on for Crystal Palace, which is a threat. It's interesting that they're bringing on a goal scorer. I presume that's going to be for Mateta, as someone who can carry... Yeah, it is for Mateta. Right, I'm going for a peek. Super quick peek, because I'm bursting. Because this substitution is going to take at least 15 minutes, so I might as well. I'm that angry. I had two pisses. I'm that angry. Still 1-0. Surprise, surprise. Doku into the penalty area. Nearly smashed his way through, but... Can you hear the pissing? It is next door. The toilet is literally next door. It wasn't a very good one, I must admit. It was a bit of a... one of them. Dry my hands when I get out sort of jobby. Wasn't very good, I must admit. That's just fucking sent people. That is. Oh, man. Fucking hell, man. Come on, City. 80 minutes gone. Kevin De Bruyne tries to cross the ball straight into a Palace player, but we do get a corner from it. Stinks, doesn't it, man? Why is asparagus like the worst thing for destroying the smell of piss? Like, no piss smells good. But ball in from Foden. Haaland at the back post. 50p head from Erling Haaland. There's no blaming Phil Foden for the delivery. It's a little bit overhit, but Haaland header at the back post then. I don't know what he did. He leapt up and then did that and then smashed it over the bar. I said it at the start of the game. It just feels like Palace's day. I could just sense something from this game. It's not because I'm fucking Mystic Mag or anything like that. I swear to God, I hope we get the Champions League football next season. We have to, man. We really do. Doku's done really well there. Great ball into De Bruyne. A good ball into Bernardo Silva. First opportunity to go long here. Haaland. Go on, keep it alive, Erling. Do something better than... Come on, he's found Foden at least. Go on, Echeverri. Edge of the area to Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne. Plays it into Echeverri. Echeverri! And it's saved! Echeverri! Oh no, that was going to be the one, man. Echeverri's just missed a one-on-one situation that he smashed it straight at the keeper. I don't know how he's not scored, in all honesty. It was going to be Echeverri to make it 1-1. I don't know how he's not scored. De Bruyne finds him. And he's smashed it straight at the keeper. He's got to find the corner there. He's got to put it somewhere else other than that. He's hit the target, in fairness to him. But, I mean, straight down Henderson's throat. It took a little bit of a deflection, actually, off Lacroix. But that was the moment. That was like Echeverri makes it 1-1 and we're laughing. We're laughing. We're going to extra time. Palace will shit the bed if we equalise. They would be demoralised if we equalise. They really would. Adam Wharton's gone down. He's a shithouse, he is. Proper little shithouse. We're supposed to be signing him at some point as well, aren't we? But, I mean, for fuck's sake, man. How many Palace... I mean, you blame him. You can't blame him for going down in a situation like this. We are so close to 1,000 likes, people. Hit that like button. Get us to 1K. That was a big miss from Echeverri. I'm not going to put that down as a Henderson save. That's a miss. That is. Foden, 2-on-1. Into Echeverri. Back to Akanji. Inside to Ruben Diaz. He whips it in. Why is Ruben Diaz crossing the ball? Akanji tries to nod it. And Kamada's going to bring it away. And it's Lerma to bring it out. And Akanji's just snapped him. Eze. Palace could be about to make this 2-0, actually. Ortega comes out and he's going to collect it, thankfully. Wow. Wow. I agree, Chad, man. But I can't really blame them. Can you, mate? We'd be doing the same. If we were Palace and we were the underdog in the situation, we'd be doing the same. And I'd be encouraging it. I hate it. I agree with you, man. It's so frustrating when you're on the receiving end of it. But you can't blame them. Vardy, mate. And De Bruyne is just taken out Nketiah. He's going to get himself a yellow card. He's not had a great game, Justin, I must admit. And it's more on the ball from Akanji for me that's disturbed me today. I think his touch, the little passes here and there, he's just looked very rickety. Do you know what I mean? Just looked very, like, jaded. Like, not confident at all on the ball. And normally he seems, like, quite composed and he looks reassured and he takes his time. He finds a pass. Today he's just looked a little bit like Bambi on ice. But not winning this FA Cup final, I'm so annoyed, but I am not surprised. I think most City fans would probably feel like that. There's no surprise here. Because this is the season we've been having. You know what I mean? If we can get Champions League football, we can look back at this season as some sort of distant nightmare that is finished, is over. We can move on. We can crack on and let's move forward. Get Champions League football. And Kevin De Bruyne is giving it away again, man. No one's saying shit in the chat about Kevin De Bruyne. Actually, there is a couple. But Pep's not. Pep's not done. We might be done in this final in a minute. Palace nearly made it 2-0. Wharton goes in with a tackle. Eze on the edge of the area. The last Palace player at least you want to see on the edge of the area. Adam Wharton's gone down after a little collision there with Echeverri, but Adam Wharton's been going down all game. Certainly in the second half. Into Munoz. Palace about to make it 2-0. And it's wide. So wide it's gone out for a throw-in. Fucking hell, man. City without Haaland, unbeaten in 6 straight games. Haaland back for 2 games and it is either a loss or a draw. That's not good. I hate how factually correct you are there. And I don't think it is just that simple, but I do think it's a reason. It's part of it. I agree with what you're saying. I also think what Nunes, who's been brilliant in this time, Nico O'Reilly and Mateus Nunes had been doing very good jobs as the left and right backs for Manchester City. With Vardiol and Diaz as the centre backs, I think Akanji playing has offered nothing going down that right hand side. Absolutely nothing. Will Hughes is coming on for Adam Wharton with 3 minutes and a bit to go plus stoppage time. And we've got a throw in by our own corner flag here. So Palace are going to try and pin us in. And we've gone long with the throw in here. Bernardo Silva's got to be quick. Gets it out to Vardiol. Does well there, actually. Vardiol coming storming down the left side for Manchester City. Plays it into Kevin De Bruyne, who is someone I'm just not feeling confident with when I see him on the ball anymore. You're just hoping for a flash-in-the-pan moment. A nostalgic moment. Foden gives it away. I don't think he should have been playing a single minute of football for Manchester City until the next season, Phil Foden. The season he's had has been absolutely shocking. At least Kevin De Bruyne has popped up here and there. Phil Foden has just vanished this season. A complete shell of the player that he was last season. To the point where it's clearly there's a problem. There's obviously something going on off the pitch. There's no two ways about it. So let's own that and just accept that and not play him. Let's let him get back to his best, and next season, Phil Foden returns. But bringing him on for this moment in the game was like, I felt nothing when I saw him. Did anyone get excited when they saw Foden on the touchline? I got excited when I saw Echeverri, but that's more from a debut point of view. Seeing Foden coming on, I was like, I'm not sure he's going to do anything. What's he going to bring? I don't know, man. It's been a shit season, hasn't it? It really has. Kevin De Bruyne is giving it away. Big up to you, Jason Miazza, mate. Thank you very much, Jason. They are trying to force balls to Haaland. It's like the only focus is when he's on the pitch, man. It's boring to watch this team. Palace are in, and they're offside. It's boring to watch this team when they play that way. It's the predictability of it for me that bothers. And I don't think the boredom comes from the style of play. Because when that style was working, and it was winning us trebles. It was when the style of play results in results like this. When the outcome is 1-0 Crystal Palace in an FA Cup final. You know what I mean? It hurts. And I get your point, Jason. It stings, man, but Doku inside the penalty area, shimmy, 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 a. Looking for someone to give it to. Diaz is the one he gives it to. Now Diaz has gone down the right wing. We're fucked if we end up losing the ball now because Kevin De Bruyne is the last man. Vardiol, Diaz, get back, mate. Just what are you doing, mate? Get back. Diaz is now playing right back. We've got Kevin De Bruyne as the last man. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Stoppage time fast approaching. Appreciate the super chat though, Jason, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Really kind. Nico O'Reilly into Echeverri, whose cross is atrocious, to be honest. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of stoppage time. That's a large amount of time. That's got to be 2 accounts, man. Well said to Jason. Jason Miazza agrees with Jason Miazza. So much going on there. I feel like there's something happening. I know, man. There's 2 opportunities for Nico O'Reilly. He's been in the penalty area and he's just stared at the ball. Like, fucking hit it, mate. Fucking hit the thing. Ten minutes of injury time is a large amount of time. That's a lot of football still to be played. Go on, Foden. You've been sent away here. You've been given... So poor. What has happened to Phil Foden? Now, let's not crack on and like, oh, Phil Foden, get the pitchforks out. Phil Foden out. Phil Foden out. No. There's a future for him. He's clearly a sensational player. It's just some shit's going down, man. I'm worried if he's fallen out of love with football. I just feel like he doesn't seem passionate anymore. I'm seeing him like do loads of YouTube videos about fishing and shit, mate. Like, what are you talking about? Doing videos about going to a fucking Burberry outlet. Like, shopping for Burberry. I don't give a shit about Burberry. Like, why are you expressing a passion for fishing and Burberry, mate? You're a football player. This is straight out of the Marcus Rashford playbook. Talking about fucking government politics and shit. Forget about that bollocks, mate. Get on with your football. You're a footballer. Crack on with your career. It's so short-lived. Make the most of it. Doku to the byline. Dinks it in, and it's cleared. Edge of the area. It's Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a shot. It's wide. Fucking hell, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Big up to you, Hyperholic. My friend's seen Foden at a local canal fishing. He loves it, mate. Fair play to him. Enjoy it as a pastime, but I swear to God, the amount of times he goes on about it and talks about it, he goes... I ended up finding a fishing channel because of Phil Foden. Because of the bloody YouTube algorithm was like, this guy likes Manchester City. Phil Foden is a Manchester City player. So I'm going to show you a Phil Foden video, even though it's from the fishing algorithm. And the worlds collided. And in that little hole there, the algorithm decided you, Jonny, are going to enjoy this Phil Foden fishing video. And I did. I found it quite a cathartic experience. I enjoyed it. Claudio Echeverri on the edge of the area. Shot is blocked. It's not going to be our day, is it? It just doesn't feel right at all. 3 minutes have gone already from that 10 minutes. But Phil Foden was like, loving it. I've never seen him so animated. Loving this fishing video. Like, absolutely loving every moment of it. Proper happy. Kevin De Bruyne is just giving it straight to Eze. He's had an absolute stinker, Kevin De Bruyne. And I guarantee a lot of the team talk will have been around him as well. And Echeverri's giving away a free kick. Honestly, man. Oh, no. Yellow card for Echeverri as well. He could have made it 1-1 as well, couldn't he? If we equalise, by the way, my missus, who is a rag, is going to be fucking fuming. Because she's waiting to go out. And it was meant to be done in 90 minutes. And then it's all good. But if this goes to extra time, the kids are being left. she'll go out, and we'll just leave the kids in a room somewhere. Right, De Bruyne plays it to Akanji. 5.5 minutes to go. Out to Foden on this right-hand side. How are you feeling, chat? I mean, in terms of, like, hope. Do you still believe we're going to do this? Because I swear, as soon as I saw that decision from the referee, I just felt like that's the day summed up. Since that moment, it's just not really felt like we're going to do anything here, man. I don't feel like we're going to do it. Will Hughes clears it. No, not much positivity in the chat. There you go. A bit of positivity there, man. Bit of positivity. I wish I felt like you. I'm with the majority of the chat, man. I don't feel like we're going to do this. But I hope I get proved wrong. I would love nothing more to get proved wrong. I nearly did. Echeverri poking the ball towards Henderson, who saves it again. But kind of sums up the afternoon, in all honesty. Akanji and Foden linking up. Akanji hooks one in. Nico O'Reilly, Echeverri. Saved it, looking for a handball. They're asking for a handball. The referee says no. I'd like to see it again. I'm not sure it was, to be honest. It was a bit close range. But see if VAR get involved, but it didn't look like one from me. I don't think I don't know. Professional idiot. Pep is fraudulent this whole season. Of course, the players failed today, but keeping our old players starting is a huge failure on his part. We lost. I think the first few words you said is a bit harsh, mate. I don't think you can call a man who's broken records that have never been achieved in the game of football a fraud. Because if he's a fraud, then what's everyone else? Foden with the ball, it's shit from Phil Foden. It's such a shit cross, so bad, man. But Pep is fraudulent this whole season. I think he's had a bad season. I agree with that. Fraudulent is a word I totally disagree with, though, because fraudulent implies he doesn't know what he's doing. And he's just, what, checkbook manager? Is that what we're saying? Nah, man. It's just not true for me. I think the guy's done too much for the club and done too much with a budget that, you know, in terms of net spend, if he is a checkbook manager, he's below so many other football clubs in terms of the net spend. So it can't be just the money. It can't be. Because we've spent less than so many other football clubs and achieved so much more than they've achieved. So it can't be the money. So then what is it? We either have to admit that the guy's been good and this season he's been bad, which doesn't make you a fraud. It just makes you like you've had a bad year, which I think he's entitled to do. Ball over the top for Foden to chase and not going to win it. Gundogan. Foden, one-on-one with Mitchell. Yeah, how quick is those? 8 minutes have gone already in those 10 minutes. I can't believe how quick this has gone. Who's crossed that? Someone crossed it. It was shit, whatever it was. Whoever did it, it was absolutely bollocks. Palace about to win their first ever trophy. And I mean, we've been looking at the Palace fans all game. All game. I mean, there's been more Palace fans. Oh, a little City fan there is getting it. He's upset. Mate, you don't know you're born, to be honest. You don't know you're born. We've seen nothing but success. I feel the pain you're feeling, mate. But it's been a hell of a lot worse than this, mate. A hell of a lot worse. But that's me trying to educate what looked to be a 5-year-old. So, anyway, 1 minute to go. I'd like to say Palace deserved it, but they don't. I don't think they do. I would like to be able to say that. You know, congratulations to Crystal Palace. I can say that. Congratulations to Crystal Palace because they've won the FA Cup. What I can't say is that they deserved it, because we're talking about a refereeing decision that has literally decided the outcome of this game. Because 10 men Crystal Palace in this second half, they wouldn't have been able to cope. And it's not just 10 men, it's 10 men and changing your goalkeeper, who saved the penalty that we had as well, who would have been a different goalkeeper at that point. And, yeah. I think that's that. Ball going out for a goal kick. I think we're about to hear the full-time whistle. And Crystal Palace are about to win their first ever major trophy in their 120-year existence. And there goes the full-time whistle. Congratulations, Palace. I mean, I'm happy for their fans, man. I'm genuinely happy for their fans, because I know how that feels, man. I know how that feels. Not winning a trophy for forever. You've never won a trophy, ever. And now you have. It's got to be an unreal feeling. Something we've done a lot of recently, but I can't forget what it felt like. Yeah, man, look at that, man. Palace fan in tears. Loads of them. They're all in tears, man. I'm happy for the fans. The way it's happened, it doesn't feel right to me. I don't think it's not correct. I feel like a referee has decided this game. Pep's not happy at all. He's wagging his finger at Henderson. Yeah, Pep, I would leave it, Pep. I would leave it, Pep. I wouldn't bother, mate. I wouldn't bother, mate. But in terms of my happiness, it doesn't come from a position of deserving. I don't feel like they deserve to win this game. They don't deserve to win this game at all. But I am just looking at it from a footballing purist point of view and seeing the passion in the Palace fans' faces, what it means to them. It meant more to them than it did to our fans because we've been here before, we've done this, we've won a trophy many, many times in recent years. They've never won a trophy, so I get it, man. I get it. Doesn't take away the injustification of the manner of the way they've won in the fact that a referee has quite literally handed them an FA Cup. You know, referee, one man in VAR has decided this trophy, which is a shame. And I can guarantee you, if you spoke to a Crystal Palace fan, they will say, we don't give a solitary shit. They don't care. And I don't blame them, because I wouldn't care in their position. I wouldn't give a shit. I'd just be jumping around, mate. I'd be like, fucking give a shit, mate. The history books won't remember how they won it. They did win it. And I think we need to end this season as soon as possible. And as long as we can win ourselves the top 5 spot, you know what I mean, get into Champions League football, then at least we can go again next season. But the idea of not playing Champions League football next season and then thinking we can attract the calibre of players that we're trying to attract in the transfer market, there's no chance. You know, Wirtz, you can forget Wirtz. We don't go and beat Bournemouth on Tuesday. We're in deep, deep shit. Because even if we draw, it means we have to go away to Fulham on the last day of the season and win. And if we don't, done. We're not getting Champions League. Obviously, it depends on other results, but still. Still, man. I don't think we can be looking inside too much today. No more than we already have done this season. In terms of looking at the season from a, let's blame Pep, let's blame the old guys, let's blame the lineup, let's blame this player, let's blame that player. Nah, man. Not today. I understand the logic behind it. It's actually Henderson who's trying to wind up Pep, to be honest. And Pep's bitten, in fairness. But Henderson's actually gone up to Pep. Mate, Henderson, this is the only piece of silverware you're going to touch in your whole life, mate. So enjoy it while you can, mate, because it ain't going to last long. You little shithouse. You cheating shithouse, to be honest. He cheated his way to an FA Cup, mate. You're going to be remembered. And you mouthed it off at the end of the game. You're going to be remembered as the keeper that cheated his way to an FA Cup. The outfield players have got nothing to be ashamed of. But you, Henderson, between the sticks, have everything to be ashamed of because you quite literally cheated your way to a fucking FA Cup. But, yeah, honestly, man. It's a bitter pill to swallow, man. It really is. Because FA Cup Final, you're thinking we're the better side of the two. We've beaten them recently. We'd gone 2-0 down at the Etihad. You're thinking, well, why not turn it around? But I said it weeks ago. Going 1-0 down to Palace does not mean we will turn it around and beat them. Because it's a Wembley. You have the adrenaline, the feelings of winning at Wembley is different. It's not a Premier League game at the Etihad. This is Wembley FA Cup Final. It's a different feeling. They won't feel tired at any point in this game. And even in stoppage time, we looked more tired than they did. And we had the ball for all of the game. But listen, man, I'm happy for the Palace fans. Because one thing that they can say as Crystal Palace fans, they've had a better season than Arsenal. taking swipes while we're down. We're like bringing Arsenal down with us, man. If we're getting fucking sent down, I'm bringing them down with us, man. I'm bringing them down with us. We're getting sent down. We're going to get some shit now for the next couple of days. But I tell you what, I'm bringing them twats down with us. Arsenal, mate, you've just been usurped by Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have just had a better season than you. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We might have lost, but yeah, fuck Arsenal, man. 100%. I'm shameless, mate. I am shameless. The worrying thing is United could walk away from this season finishing wherever the fuck they are in the Premier League, relegation zone just above it, and they could literally say they've had a better season than us. Though I did watch Don Robbie speak on that the other day, speaking of Arsenal, and he actually suggested that it's not right to compare trophies when one of the sides don't even participate in that trophy. So I agree with that. Because it's like saying, like United have had a better season because they won the Europa League. But if we were in the Europa League, we'd probably go and win it. The standards of the Europa League have seen Spurs and United into the final. So that shows the standards of the Europa League. If those two are in the final, Brentford would have won it. Brighton would have won. Any other side in the Premier League would have won the Europa League this season. So there's no logic behind them having a better season than us. But the facts are we were all participating in the FA Cup. We all took part in that. And Crystal Palace have bloody won it. And there is, I hate to admit it, but there is a small part of me that's genuinely happy for the Crystal Palace fans. I am, because I know that feeling, man. I remember going to Wembley after we beat United in the semi-final. Yaya Toure scores the goal, putting it between the legs of Edwin van der Sar after going past Nemanja Vidic like he wasn't even fucking there. You know what I mean? And then in the second half, Stoke. It was a horrible game, 0-0. Second half, bang. Yaya Toure smashes it into the back of the net, just like the cannonball effort from Yaya Toure. The Premier League the following season, for me, usurped it. Obviously, there was no feeling better ever as a football fan. I don't think there's a football fan on the planet that can relate to what Manchester City fans felt when Aguero scored that goal in the 2012. But the feeling that we got as City fans when we first won that trophy, after 34 years of never winning a trophy, then we went to Wembley and won it. That's what the Palace fans are feeling. But 120 years. This is their first ever. Obviously, there was, like my dad, who will be there, and I'm so sorry there, man. I'm feeling for my dad. He's got a long journey back after watching that, man. And all the other City fans, of course. But I'm obviously going to favour my dad, because he's my dad. But I feel for him. But ultimately, he's been there before, and he's seen us lift many pieces of silverware. But the first one, the FA Cup against Stoke, you can't replicate that feeling, man. And those Palace fans, what they're feeling right now must be absolute ecstasy, like disbelief. It will be genuine disbelief. And there's not a big following. Palace are a small, well, not small, but they're not that big a club, are they? Do you know what I mean? They're not that big, and you got to respect how they feel, man. They must be absolutely over the moon, man. Honestly. Big up Miura. Our January transfers cost more than the entire Palace team, only fielding one of them whilst playing out of form, KDB, Akanji, and a useless tactic. Hashtag Pep out. Oh, mate. I don't agree with the Pep out, by the way, because I think we're going to come back and silence a lot of people next season. I think we will. I think we will come back next season stronger, better, and no, I don't want to say that. It depends if we win Champions League football. If we get Champions League football, then yes, I think we will. Pep just received some news from his number 2 and he just went, fuck's sake, what now? Haaland's broke his leg or something. Big up Vasco, mate. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. We need a massive rebuild next season. This club as a whole needs to change. Standards need to come back. The standards have been there, mate. That's why we're so disappointed. I think next season's the season to talk about standards, because if we talk about standards this season, the feeling of disappointment is because of those standards, because they are so high. We are so disappointed and so gutted that the standards are the reason for that disappointment. Whereas, you know, a lot of football clubs would look at this season and go, wow, you got Champions League football, you got to an FA Cup final, and go, that's not bad. But obviously our standards are way higher than that. And almost unrealistically high because of the achievements that we've... Record-breaking standards you're talking about. And it's hard to sustain that and maintain that on in terms of longevity. But I still believe that you're absolutely right. We will raise the standards again next season to something similar to what we've been used to in recent times. I think we will come back.
I think we will come back, and it's a bitter pill to swallow this, and I'm just not surprised in the slightest. I saw this coming a mile away, to be honest. I saw it coming a mile away, man. It's disappointing. It's disappointing, but not surprising. That's the takeaway. Anyway, I better go because my missus is waiting to go out, and I need to let her go and enjoy herself, because even though I'm having a shit night, doesn't mean she has to. So anyway, take care, people, and I will see you in the next one.